Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
What's up, everybody? It's Aaliyah. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you, but now I'm back with 14 dope new tracks, and I hope that you'll all agree that it was worth the wait. As you probably know, over the past few years and months, I've been working very hard to become a total entertainer. I've been fortunate to land great roles in movies such as Romeo Must Die, The Queen of the Damned, and 2 upcoming appearances in The Matrix 2 and 3. I've also participated in great soundtrack projects such as Dr. Dolittle with the song Are You That Somebody, the Romeo Must Die soundtrack with Try Again, and Come Back in One Piece featuring DMX. It's truly been all good, but the time had come for me to get back into the studio and onto TV and radio with songs that reflect even more of me as an artist and as a performer. I must say that I'm very excited about this new album, Aaliyah. I had a great time making my new album, recording in Australia, New York, and LA with Timbaland and the rest of my super hot production team, Butter, J-Dub, and Key Beats, Static and Black from Playa, Tank, and Missy. I wanted to give you, my diehard fan, a little something for your patience and undying love and support. What you're about to see is a behind-the-scenes look at the video We Need a Resolution, the first single for my new album. I have also included, just for you, the hottest videos I feel that I've ever done. One in a Million, Try Again from the Romeo Must Die soundtrack, Are You That Somebody from the Dr. Dolittle soundtrack, and We Need a Resolution. Although you've seen me involved in movies lately, I want to reassure you and all of my fans that I'm going to continue with my music career. I'm not stopping. I love music, and I'm going to make it all happen. You can reach me via my website, www.aaliyah2001.com. So please let me know what you think of the album. Without God and my fans, none of this would be possible. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. I truly love you all.
I am surprised that you agreed to do it. Why are you sitting down with us today?
I'm very tired of all of the lies. I've been hearing things and seeing things on the blogs, and I'm just tired.
What are the lies that you're hearing that disturb you most?
Oh my God, all of them. Got little girls trapped in the basement, helicopters over my house, trying to rescue someone that doesn't need rescuing because they're not in my house, handcuffing people, starving people. I have a harem, a cult. I don't even really know what a cult is, but I know I don't have one,
Have you done anything that you regret? Have you done anything wrong?
Lots of things wrong when it comes to women that I apologize, but I apologize in those relationships at the time I was in the relationships.
Have you broken any laws when it comes to women?
Absolutely not.
Have you ever had sex with anyone under the age of 17?
No.
Never?
No.
I have to tell you, it's so hard to believe that based on all that we've read.
I'm going to tell you something, Gail. There's one thing. I'm going to tell you something. What the women said about you.
What
women said about me. What women. So nobody's allowed to be mad at me and be scorned and lie on me.
So they're lying on you. That's your explanation. They're lying on you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Absolutely.
You feel that people have maligned your character?
I have been assassinated. I have been buried alive. But I'm alive.
So I think the point you're making is, and correct me if I'm wrong, that you have never held anybody against their will.
I don't need to. Why would I? Well, how stupid would it be for R. Kelly, with all I've been through in my way, way past, to hold somebody, let alone 4, 5, 6, 50, you said. How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you were holding.
That's stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid. Use your common sense. Don't forget the blogs. Forget how you feel about me. Hate me if you want to, love me if you want, but just use your common sense. How stupid would it be for me to, with my crazy past and what I've been through, right now I just think I need to be a monster and hold girls against their will, chain them up in my basement and don't let them eat and don't let them out unless they need some shoes down the street from their uncle. Robert, stop it. Y'all quit playing. Quit playing. Robert. I didn't do this stuff. This is not me, y'all. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this. I gave y'all 30 years of my career.
Robert.
30 years of my career. Y'all trying to kill me. You killing me, man.
Red flag. If you don't get your long-headed, deviant, piss nasty, feral, despicable, deplorable, depraved, subhuman, demonic child predator ass off that damn screen, you should have been in jail since 1993. And for some reason, we all know why, you were granted so many damn chances. You should have been wrapped up a long time ago, since the days of the late great Aaliyah. You were out here messing with young children, and they let you slide and skate scotch free. And now you have the audacity to show your caca face up on Good Morning America in order to plead your case, when you know damn well you should have been down in hell. And this is what happens when you do not hold people accountable. I'm going to say one thing, because I know his mom has passed away, and rest in peace to his mother, Joanne. But I know for damn sure she had to be a boy mom.
Robert Kelly was born on the south side of Chicago, abandoned by his father and raised by a single mom. Joanne Kelly died in 1993, just after her son's first record hit the charts. But she is undeniably alive in his memory.
And we'd go to McDonald's almost every morning. She'd fix a cup of coffee. She'd wear this cheap lipstick. She'd leave this red lipstick ring around my cup, and I'd turn that around and drink from that part, taste lipstick and coffee at the same time, because if I could, I would have married my mom. But, you know, she turned me down.
Me and my mom would go to McDonald's before she go to work, before I go to school, and she would get us a Danish. It's all we could afford is a Danish and a cup of coffee. And we would split the Danish and cup of coffee. She wore this cheap lipstick. And she would put 3 creams and 6 sugars in the coffee. And she would stir it up. She would open the Danish, split it with the little plastic white knife. She had this cheap lipstick, and she would taste the coffee to make sure it was sweet enough. And she'd leave the ring of lipstick on the coffee from which she tasted coffee. And I remember when she would give me mine, when I would sip from the cup, I would turn it around and I would drink from her lipstick part. Because in a son-mother way, I had a serious crush on my mom, because she could sing her butt off. And I just looked up and down to her. I looked around, I looked everything about my mother. You know, I loved her. And I even asked her to marry me one day. I was like, nah. She said no. But you know what? I understood.
R. Kelly wasted no time going to one of his favorite spots. The embattled singer strode out of jail and headed to a McDonald's. Kelly wore a heavy winter coat, a hoodie, and sunglasses as he chowed down on a burger, fries, and a soft drink. Kelly has quite the history with McDonald's. In the Lifetime documentary series Surviving R. Kelly, 2 women talked about how the singer used McDonald's as a hunting ground for young girls.
And this is where it all starts. It always starts with the parents. Now in R. Kelly's case, it's his mama. Wherever there's a pissy deviant, there's a mama right behind him cheering him on. Now, whether Miss Joanne knew her son was a deviant remains to be known. But what I can tell you though is that him telling this story tells me all that I need to know about the dynamic in that family. But this case study is not about R. Kelly, and we will get into the details once we dive into his life story. But for now, I know you're wondering, what does this have to do with Jay-Z? I'm sure you all know. Spoiler alert, Aaliyah's involved.
This is not about music. I'm trying to have a relationship with my kids, and I can't do it. Y'all just don't want to believe the truth. You don't want to believe it.
Robert,
You just don't want to believe it. I need help.
what kind of help?
This is the kind of help I need.
Yes, what kind of help?
I need somebody to help me not have a big heart, because my heart is so big. People betray me and I keep forgiving them.
I don't know, Rockwell. Like a wise poet once said.
Entertainment blood runs deep in the family of 15-year-old twins, Raquel and Rachel Morris. Their granduncle is Barrett Strong. He recorded the song Money, one of the early Motown hits. He then worked with Norman Whitfield, co-producing hits for The Temptations.
And he always guided us in the direction of success as far as in school, our education, and our talents.
13-year-old Aaliyah Houghton is currently working on her first album. Her uncle is Barry Hankerson, the manager of the gospel group The Winans.
As soon as I heard about this school, I knew this is where I wanted to be.
Aaliyah, hanging out, Street Funk TV. What's going on, baby?
What's up? How you doing?
I'm all right. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too.
It's like every time you go to Hot 97, we always miss you.
Really?
For whatever reason. I mean, we do Plexus shows, so it's like a lot of times I know you be doing Angie show and stuff like that.
Yeah, Flex is my man.
Now, being I got you on real quick, I know we gotta like, you know about all the rumors about you being married and stuff like that. Was there any truth to that?
Man, you are so late.
I know, but you know what it is? It's like, I just had to ask it though.
Nah, because like the fans, they know. You know what I mean? Like my fans that I love you, thank you for supporting me. They know. Like you need to get like an old vibe or something and like
right.
get the answer because that's old. I'm single.
Okay.
I'm single.
The album's real tight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
I've been singing since I was very little. I started in school plays. My first one was when I was 6, and did a lot of performances around my home area in Michigan. And did Star Search at 10. Star Search. And performing Gladys Knight when I was 11 in Vegas. And then at 13 I got my contract. And then on it's been this career. I think I'm more involved because I was 13 when we started recording it, 13, 14. So I really sat back and watched and learned a lot. And now I like to tell people what I want, you know, what kind of songs I'm really looking for. So I think I'm a little bit more involved, which is, actually I'm a lot more involved, which is cool. This is my career and I have the freedom to have creative control, which is great.
You got more for high school. Aren't you supposed to be in school now?
Yeah, I am. So I go to Performing Arts High School. So,
You go to what kind of high school?
Performing Arts in Detroit.
Yeah, and?
So,
oh, what's that? A shout out to everybody in school?
yeah,
oh, all right.
Detroit High School for the Fine and Performing Arts. So, they're very cooperative.
And it's Miss Too?
Yes, they're very cooperative as far as my work. They'll give it to me when I leave, and then when I come back, they'll just catch it up.
You don't have a tutor?
I have a tutor also that works in conjunction with the school, so I'm still doing the same work everyone else is doing.
Okay. So what's going on? Are you going to have another? Are you going to have another single coming out, or are you going to work on a new album?
I'm going to start working on a new album pretty soon, like in May, June.
It's going to be kind of hard to top that up, the last one.
Come on, go.
Who you want to be? Tell me.
How did you hook up with R. Kelly? Because I mean, is he like, he's obviously I guess, a mentor for you, I guess.
Yeah,
you know?
he is. He's my best friend, really. We've been knowing each other for around 3 years. And I met him before he came out with Born into the 90s through my manager, which is also his manager.
Right.
That's how we met. And I sang for him when I first met him. And a couple months later, we went to the studio and started working.
What was so special about her that you actually hooked up with her to actually, get that whole thing happen?
Well, I don't want to come off like she's big-headed, but all you have to do is take a look at her, and she's growing. And that's what you have to have for someone like me to really want to break down and work with you or produce you or to be able to produce. Because if you're not glowing in some kind of way, I can't even touch you, and that's what Leah is doing. That's what she was doing when I first met her. She was glowing. She had that thing, that vibe.
I kind of just laid back and let him, kind of take control because he had the experience.
Right.
And of course the talent's there, but I learned a lot from him. So hopefully around the second album, I'll be able to pull out a little input.
Red flag. And of course, only a Capricorn man would sit up here to tell us the ways in which he can benefit off of a young girl's aura. Now, in case you did not know, this child predator is a Capricorn. And we have talked a lot about Capricorns. Matter of fact, we have another Capricorn duo in this case study, Matthew and Tina Knowles. And in case you did not know, our late sis Aaliyah was also a Capricorn. Now, in the case of Aaliyah, she was a minor, so we just gonna leave her to the side. But Mr. R. Kelly, you capping ass demon, you have a lot of nerve. Notice the key words. She was glowing. She had an aura. And notice how she said she just gave him full creative control. There is no situation in the world that would warrant a grown-ass 27-year-old man to be mentoring a young 15 to 16-year-old teenager that was currently in high school. The power imbalance already made it so she had to look to him in order to receive guidance. This is a typical grooming tactic that is found in the mentor-mentee relationship. It is an intentional process where an individual exploits a power imbalance to build false trust, isolate the mentee, and bypass professional boundaries.
I don't know how they feel, but I like to have that male vibe feeling around me. You know what I mean? I like to get his opinion. I always have Jay-Z with me 24/7 so he can see y'all got a good relationship.
They're gonna need all the cops with these fans. They're spilling out of the streets.
Well, when you got a new song like Beyonce and Jay-Z coming together in the vintage,
She's gotta be
as big as it gets.
Back up.
Oh, she's got to be freezing. New York, say hi to Jay-Z and Beyonce Knowles. Back up. Hi, baby. All right, come on over. And there's Jay. Oh, they got the microphones over there. Come on over, guys.
How you doing?
Easy. What up, Jay?
Hello.
What's up, dog? Hillary? Are you?
I ain't get to see you.
Total chaos. Are you freezing?
I'm cool.
You all right?
You look so cold. I didn't realize it was so cold in New York.
Listen, we're going to spend the whole hour with Jay-Z and Beyonce, and we have lots to do.
Let's get right into it. How did two of the biggest names in music even meet?
Well, we met a long time ago. Award shows, a lot of different performances.
And at what point did the conversation come, hey, do you want to do some music?
You know how people, you see each other and you respect each other's music. You know, it's always that conversation, we got to do something. You know that.
Right.
The time filler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When that time filler turns into something real, then it's music.
So I wanted to get us all together so we could get this, everybody can hear from me how focused and excited I am about the project. I wanted, Cassie to, everybody to meet Cassie. Y'all know that. And hear the story directly from Miles. Then we can get down to some business about just so we can be on the same page of what the plan is, as far as from Tommy's concerned, and from where we're concerned as also a label and Warner Atlantic. So everybody's on the same page.
But very passionate about his work and just excited about music. He's being released later this year, and Bad Boy's doing well, and all of this stuff.
While healthy mentorship centers on professional growth and mutual respect, predatory grooming systemically manipulates the mentee to lower their defenses. And common stages and signs of grooming, which we are going to see here, there's a pattern targeting vulnerability. And this is where the groomer looks for a mentee who feels isolated, lacks confidence, or seeks intense approval, a people pleaser. Not only are their victims usually people pleasers, but they also have a lack of parental guidance. Creating special status. The mentor claims the mentee has unique talent, treats them differently than others, and offers exclusive one-on-one time. And usually that involves them trying to make it so that the mentee feels as if this is going to be an advancement to their professional career, which creates a false sense of dependency, when in actuality, the groomer/mentor siphons their creative ability to posture themselves into a greater level and a higher position in the mentee's life. Boundary erosion. Conversations shift from professional goals to overly personal, intimate, or inappropriate topics, including questions about the mentee's romantic or personal life.
The pair first met more than 20 years ago in their mutual hometown of Chicago.
R. Kelly, at the time 27 years old, had just skyrocketed to #1 with his breakout hit, Bump and Grind. He was about to embark on his first tour as a solo performer and was auditioning backup dancers.
I remember I danced the paint off the walls. They started clapping and he was like, you got the job.
Just 19 years old, it was her dream gig. Andrea says she would quickly rise from backup to principal dancer and eventually choreographer. Shortly thereafter, she says her then boss would seek a more intimate relationship.
I do remember when he said he fell in love. He said, I was sitting on the back of the tour bus reading the Bible. He said, and you remind me of my mama.
At this point, you hadn't seen any kind of indication that there may be any kind of violence or rudeness.
No, but what I did see is a man who's very controlling.
Isolation and secrecy. The mentor demands that certain details or meetings remain secret, telling the mentee that no one else understands you like I do. In Aaliyah's case, her uncle, her mama, and her daddy, they all failed her. She spent a substantial amount of unsupervised time with this child predator. Testing and compliance. The individual introduces physical or emotional boundary testing disguised as affection, mentorship quirks, or special favors, making the mentee feel obligated to comply.
Right now, I'm producing a very talented lady, young lady. She's 14, Aaliyah. She's real street. She just, just be chilling, man. And the song I had her working on is "Who's in Her Clique," which is saying who's in her little clique that she's got, in her little posse.
Who's in her clique? 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 Who's in her clique?
One time. Hey, Aaliyah.
Yo.
That first verse is funky, right? But what I want you to do is, I want you to try to get into it just a little bit more for me. Just get into it a little more, make it a little more street, all right?
All right.
Sound good, though, baby.
All right.
Man, y'all playing for food stamps. This is what I do just to get my vibe on. If I can't go to the street, I bring the streets to me. I bring my homies in here, set up like it's my crib, and create my music, man. I'm real, man. Check it out.
See what you take it away. Don't worry about it. Say girl.
You know what, Leah? Sound real cool. Sound real cool. What we need to do when you're doing your click thing, I want you to how's the first time? All my homies in the house and it's a big thing. You real funky with it. I just want you to lift up on your tone and just have fun, like you was doing earlier. Just have a little fun with it. We're gonna do the third verse. We're gonna go through the third verse. You done just nailed the first and second verse with a hammer. So we're gonna go through the third verse.
Well, I guess it's time for me to wreck shop. So show your peace while the beat drop. If you're in the house, just throw your hands up and let me see my fellas. Yes, it's spell up. And if you're not down, it's like the wrong seat. And my project foods is kind of catchy. Jumping my old school with a new swing. PA's in the house and it's a good thing.
If you're wondering what I'm gonna get in case the camera don't get it, I'm just gonna get me a cheese grill. That's all I want right about now. Cheese grill and a couple of orange juices or something. Like we've been chilling in the studio all night. Ain't had a lick of sleep. So y'all better bear with me. I might just drop at any time and fall asleep for about 15 minutes. Every now and then I turn on. No, I'm just playing.
We're here in Chicago, one of my favorite towns. Of course, y'all know I'm from Detroit. Originally New York, I was born in Brooklyn. So these are my three, spots: New York, Detroit, Chicago. My brother's cool. He was in the video back and forth, sitting on the basketball, sweat dripping. So if y'all want to know, that's my brother. Love him dearly. Shy, what's up? Following me around. I'm doing good guys.
There you go. Yep. Bring your head on to me.
My music is hip hop jazz. A lot of the songs on the album have a jazzy overtone to it, especially Young Nation. So, I sing hip hop R&B, but mine just has a special little jazz intertwined in it. Some little different. The dance back and forth. Me and Rob made that dance up in the studio one night, listening to all the other tracks. We were dancing just, one of these type things, and we just kind of went back and forth, made up that dance, and we decided to use it in the video. And I hope people are doing it when they listen to it in the parties and that.
They are.
That.
I learned it, man.
It was like working with Rob. It was a good experience. It was fun. Watching them put songs together from scratch taught me a lot. So hopefully I can do the producing on the next album in collaboration with him, of course. So he's been a great influence in my life.
Leah's so into music or so inspiring that all I gotta do is tell her to just stand and groove and just sing some notes, you know what I'm saying? So after that, that's enough for me to write from.
I love the Isley Brothers. Their music is very deep to me. Their lyrics mean a lot. Listen. Take the time to listen. And At Your Best. I fell in love with that song the first time I heard it when Rob brought it to me. And that's when we decided to do it because we both liked it so much.
That's my video right there, y'all. Back and forth. I'm telling you that I remember the first time I saw that video. Yeah. This is when you first came on the scene. I didn't know who you were. I was like, "Who's that cool girl chilling like this?" Really? And with the cute little stomach. I was like, "Yeah, man." What was the concept for that? I mean, that was kind of funky.
The recreation center and the basketball and everything.
Fun.
Yeah, just having fun with the kids. You know what? I wanted to thank everybody in LA for coming down because that was right after the earthquake.
Oh, really?
And all the kids showed up at the video. Yeah, they really supported me.
And after the earthquake, they were a little shaken up and they still.
Yeah, and I was still a little shaken.
Everybody's like, we gonna go back and forth, but if it starts shaking again, we out there. I ain't playing. We can do this one more time as soon as I feel it. No. Y'all know I'm crazy. But anyway, let's get back to you. Let me see. Let me think of something nice to ask you about this album. I like, what do you like, the up-tempos or the slow ones? What you like?
Gosh, I like them both.
You do?
My favorite song is like At Your Best and Street Thing.
Ooh, At Your Best.
At Your Best.
Give me some.
I love the Isley, so you know.
All right, don't make me sing. I heard my voice. But look, stay tuned because Aaliyah and myself, we're going to stay here and have a lot of fun with you guys. Up next, we got a sexy trio. They're from the bottom up and they're going straight to the top. Stay right there. Yeah, that was Madonna featuring Babyface on backup vocals. We'll take a bow. And right here, I'm with my partner right here, Aaliyah. And we're about to learn some dances. And I don't know if you saw the video with 1, 2, check a baby, let me know what's up. It's the dance that she's doing with R. Kelly is a styles called Steppin'. And I want to learn how to do it.
Okay.
So, you got to hook me up.
Okay.
All right, ready?
Okay, so you step, and then you slide, and you take it back.
All right, hold on. My neck. Is my neck right? Is my neck right? Oh, this is
okay. You got to like bend down a little bit.
Bend down. All right.
You step, slide.
Step.
Okay,
this is for the steppers. This is for the steppers. 1, 2, check up. Baby, let me know what's up. Yo, this is it. Coming up. I think I got it, baby. I think I got it. Hey, I learned from Aaliyah, myself, tell everybody, tell the world, I know how to step now. Yeah. All the people in Chi-Town, got to give y'all big up.
It's got to be 93-ish, maybe 4. R. Kelly is produced Aaliyah's her debut album.
Age ain't nothing but a number.
This beautiful, talented artist, Aaliyah, is coming up. You're going to interview Aaliyah today. Her album's dropping, produced by Robert Kelly.
Cool. And she's what, like 15 at the time?
She's probably 15, 16, if that. They come in, we're in the Hamptons. You can go back and look at this interview. I don't tell lies, I only tell the truth. Here we go. I'm sitting there, they both have on a matching short set. I will never forget this. They got on the same sneakers, they got on a short set. That's when they had the long shorts, remember? Yeah. In the 90s. Mm-hmm. I'm like, why they got the same shit on? This is cute. I'm like, maybe they going to the amusement park. You know, when you and your girl wear the same outfit when y'all go to Six Flags, you know what I'm talking about? Anyway, I'm sitting there and shit. Robert got on the fly dark glasses. Aaliyah is shy, whispery voice. I'm making her laugh. I'm getting like a great interview from her and stuff. and she's opening up because she started out kind of shy. And so I'm saying, Robert, what was your inspiration on this particular song? He was saying a few words, got his thing, go back to Aaliyah. It's going real good too. Because you know back then the record people were standing right here listening to me. Make sure you ask about the third song. Make sure you do this, make sure you do that, right? Huh? Yeah, okay. So I'm getting this. Huh? What's up? Give us 15. Give us 15. We in the middle of interview and shit, right? Everybody's whispering back here and shit. I'm just sitting there, I'm drinking my water and shit, trying to figure out, are we gonna finish this motherfucker? Robert and Aaliyah is getting in the car. I'm sitting there watching them get in the limo, right? I'm like, what the fuck? Cut to, what did you do? What happened? What happened, Bill? What happened? Robert is leaving. He's upset. About what? What did you do, Bill? Robert said the interview, it's over. I didn't know what was going on. Maybe it was one too many kikis. Maybe she laughed a little too hard on one of the little jokey jokes. But I'm a comedian and I'm doing an interview. I'm not trying to holler at this girl. She in the 9th grade, bro. I think she's on Jive. She's on Jive.
Yeah.
Her manager's Hankerson. Is it
Barry Hankerson?
Is it Barry Hankerson?
Something like that.
He was a manager at the time. Everybody's like, Bill, don't worry about it. It's fine. We'll get to the bottom of it. You're fine. We'll settle it. We'll figure it out later. Come back full circle. Truth of the matter was, Robert got in his feelings about it. He killed the interview. I see Aaliyah. She's like, B, I love you. I'm coming back. No problem. It was a little weird. I'm sorry. Cut to, then all the stuff started coming out later. They had just came back. They was actually married at the time.
Yeah.
They was literally supposedly married, bro, like on the low. So they were on their baby honeymoon. So you can't really talk to nobody when you're on their honeymoon. Well, who the fuck knew that?
She's in 9th grade.
Not sure if we're really gonna work it. There's several, people I really like to work with. So like Puff Daddy,
Puffy's
Dallas Austin,
genius.
Devontae's Lady Free. Give it a new flavor.
Right, so you ready to get hyped up on that, huh?
Yeah.
All right, I'm be standing by, ready to listen. So I want you to send me the first copy.
I'm gonna send you the first copy.
All right, I'm gonna keep you to
the
that.
poster, everything.
All right, now let's just clear everything up. What's the story? Everybody wants to know what's the real deal with this R. Kelly thing going on.
Okay, everybody. Unfortunately, in this business, people are gonna talk, and you really can't control what people are gonna say. So I'm here to let all of you know that I am not married. I'm not Aaliyah Kelly. I'm Aaliyah. So right here, let you know.
I must preface the next part by saying that I am not a licensed psychologist, nor am I diagnosing anybody. What I am is just somebody who likes to observe patterns. One thing's for certain and two things for sure. The patterns never lie, and the cluster B behavior never lies either. There was an article published by the Mental Health Center of America titled Personality Disorders, Controllers, Abusers, Manipulators, and Users in Relationships. In considering individuals who create the most damage to social and personal relationships, the abusers, manipulators, players, controllers, and losers are found in cluster B red flag. For this reason, this article will focus on the behaviors associated with cluster B personality disorders. In the general population, the largest number of personality disorders fall in the cluster B group. Antisocial personality. Individuals exhibit a pervasive pattern of disregard for the rights of others and rules of society. The antisocial personality ranges from individuals who are chronically irresponsible, unsupportive con artists to those who have total disregard for the rights of others and commit criminal acts with no remorse, including those involving the death of victims.
Wondering about you. Do you like teenage girls?
When you say teenage, how old are we talking?
Girls who are teenagers.
19?
19 and younger.
I have some 19-year-old friends, but I don't like anybody illegal if that's what we're talking about, underage.
Some people think that you like underage girls. What do you say to them?
Well, those people that don't know Robert, they don't know me, so I usually don't get into what people think about me, you know, because all my career, you know, even before the trial, people have had their opinions about Robert, you know, and that's probably because it has a lot to do with me. I kind of shy away from the crowd, you know, because I'm always in the studio, digging deep into the basement all the time of my house, creating music. So, you know, people, when they don't know you and they can't really touch you like they could someone else, they seem to form opinions or have thoughts about you that they like to, you know, think.
And I know guys, like, I've known guys all my life to have 5 or 6 women, okay? So don't go there on me, okay? Because that's the truth.
The fact that they're much younger than you.
I don't look at much younger than me. I just look at legal. I just look at you're you, I'm me. Now, I don't know if you're married. I don't know. I don't know if you had a relationship. I don't know what you know, I don't know. But one might be older than the other. One might be younger than the other, okay? So I just look at legal, okay? People, there are older men that like younger women.
Is that
there
you?
are younger women that like older men.
Are you an older man that likes younger women?
I'm an older man that love all women.
In clinical practice, the antisocial personality has near total selfishness and typically has a pattern of legal problems, lying, and deception, physical assault and intimidation, no regard for the safety of others, unwillingness to meet normal standards for work/support parenting, and no remorse.
1994, he fell in love with an aspiring singer named Aaliyah.
I don't mean to be bold, but I gotta let you know Leah's got a thing for you, and I can't let go.
But there was a problem. Kelly was 27 and Aaliyah was 15. Their marriage certificate falsely shows her age as 18.
You loved her?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you uncomfortable talking about her?
Not really uncomfortable, but just very respectful.
That part of the story is of interest because first indication that Robert Kelly might be interested in very young women. That's why that's
it depends
of
on
interest.
who's interested in that story.
Of course, a lot of people were interested in that story, especially when word broke that the two had secretly married.
You tried to hide that at some point, that you didn't get married, but you did, right?
I vowed that I would not even discuss any of the past, any negative things about Aaliyah. So my memories of Aaliyah.
But that's not a negative thing, though, that you loved her, is it?
Oh, I already said I loved her.
Red flag. The fact that this man really sat there on national television to profess his love for an underage minor is sickening. It is so disgusting. And he should have been locked up from the time he left that damn set. The way that he's trying to rationalize falling in love with a child is beyond comprehension. He should have never been able to be around children, let alone his own children. R. Kelly silenced Aaliyah and her family with non-disclosure agreement after marriage annulment, docuseries reveals. The revelations regarding legal documents between R. Kelly and Aaliyah's family were made in Lifetime Surviving R. Kelly. R. Kelly silenced Aaliyah and her family through a non-disclosure agreement, or an NDA, following his marriage and subsequent annulment to the then 15-year-old singer. That deserves its own red flag. The pair secretly married in 1994. Aaliyah was 15 at the time, but the marriage certificate falsified her age as 18. The marriage was annulled by Aaliyah's parents in February of 1995. So she was legally married to this man for many months. A childhood friend of R. Kelly and his former security, Jem Pratt, appears in the documentary and claims that Aaliyah's father was furious over the marriage and forced the annulment. Pratt alleges that Aaliyah's family had a contractual arrangement with R. Kelly that stated they wouldn't press charges against him for the illegal marriage after it was annulled. In turn, R. Kelly sold the rights to his first 3 albums to Aaliyah's family, giving them a financial incentive. We gotta talk about that in her case study, because something's murky here. Her dad didn't want her anywhere near him, Pratt says in the docu-series. I really wish that her father stood on business before it even got to that point. Red flag to the daddy. Why would you have your daughter being mentored by a man singing bump and grind? There were many enablers of this man's behavior, and the Christian church was one of them. The minister who married R. Kelly and Aaliyah described their secret wedding for the first time. Nathan Edmonds said he had agreed to never speak about the ceremony until he was subpoenaed to testify on Kelly's sex trafficking and racketeering trial. Red flag. This is supposed to be a man of the cloth. And he was never going to speak up, never going to defend this young girl. You couldn't tell that she was a minor. You didn't think to do your checks and balances. Nope, he didn't care. The number one place where predators and deviants can hide and have their behavior unchecked is definitely at the church. Y'all can fight me on that if you want to. According to the federal indictment against Kelly, he met Houghton when she was 12 years old and began a sexual relationship with her when she was still a young teen. Prosecutors alleged that Kelly married her because he believed she was pregnant, my goodness, and that it could keep her from testifying against him. Kelly was previously charged with bribing an official in Illinois to get a fake ID for Houghton, and the marriage license falsely listed her age as 18. Edmund was then called in to handle the ceremony. A friend of Mr. Kelly's, who was also a friend and associate of mine, asked me to do him a favor, Edmund recalled. Kelly's friend Keith Williams knew Edmund because they both worked in real estate, Edmund said. It was a quick ceremony, about 10 minutes or less, in a hotel in the Chicago suburbs, Edmund said. The only attendees were himself, Kelly, Houghton, Williams, and 3 other gentlemen who Edmund did not know. Another tragic part about this is the only time that she ever got married was with a child predator, and she's never been able to experience having a healthy relationship. She was only 22 when she passed. She was still young and still had so much life ahead of her. She was placed in an abusive situation, and she didn't have anyone there to protect her. Let's continue hearing more personality disorders. Borderline personality disorder, a pervasive pattern of intense yet unstable relationships, mood and self-perception, impulse control is severely impaired. Then we move on to histrionic personality, a pervasive pattern of excessive emotional display and attention seeking. Individuals with this personality are excessively dramatic and are often viewed by the public as the queen of drama. King of drama, yeah, you might want to add that to it. Type of individual. They are often sexually seductive and highly manipulative in relationships. Then we move on to the narcissistic personality. They display a pervasive preoccupation with admiration, entitlement, and egotism. Individuals with this personality exaggerate their accomplishments, talents, have a sense of entitlement, lack empathy or concern for others, are preoccupied with envy and jealousy, and have an arrogant attitude. Their sense of entitlement and inflated self-esteem are unrelated to real talent or accomplishments. They feel entitled to special attention, privileges, and consideration in social settings. This sense of entitlement also produces a feeling that they are entitled to punish those who do not provide their required respect, admiration, or attention. All cluster B personality disorders have core personality features that serve as the foundation for their specific personality disorder. They are found to be self-centered, they lack accountability, and they refuse to accept personal responsibility for their behavior.
I thought this was America, people. That's how we working, huh? Okay. Before me there was many. After me there would be none. I am the one.
They have a lot of self-justification. They are entitled, have shallow emotions, and they have situational morality.
Man, this is simple, man. You know, I'm a good person, man. I love people. People need to understand that R. Kelly is not who they think, but it's who I know. You know, I'm not perfect. I'm not some Jesus that people should worship, but I am not no demon, I'm no devil, I'm no criminal.
Do you consider yourself conflicted at all about these two personas, this incredibly sexual presence on stage, and this desire to be an upright and Christian man? That's quite a cavern you're trying to straddle.
Well, being a Christian doesn't necessarily mean you're this upright person. Being a Christian is someone who's repented for their sins and said, God, forgive me.
Sure.
And when you say it today doesn't mean you can't say it tomorrow. And that's why God is who he is.
But that can get to be an easy way out after a while, because all you're saying is, hey, forgive me again.
Well, that's not all you're saying. You're continuing to pray. You're continuing to gain strength. It's like walking into a health club, man, and you like 600 pounds, you know, because you got a long way to go.
Do you think that it is immoral for an older man to have sex with an underage girl?
Rephrase the question.
For an older man to have sex with an underage girl, someone under 17, do you view that as an immoral thing, if they're in love?
If they're in love, I really can't be the judge of that.
And they are often found to live two lives, their real life and the imaginary life they present to others that is full of excuses, half-truths, deceptions, cons, lies, fantasies, and stories.
Some very serious news. I've been praying on this, and I decided, I know it was risky because I knew it could come off as corny to some people, like, yo, I decided to change my name again. I'm just not who I am before. I'm something different. So my new name is Love, aka Brother Love. I will not be answering to Puffy, Diddy, Puff Daddy, or any of my other monikers, but Love or Brother Love, okay? It's my birthday. I feel good. God is the greatest. I give all glory, and I thank my mama and daddy. Mwah!
Hova, the name Hova, it derived from, I would tell people like, yo, I can make songs, like I'm just be sitting there, I don't even write songs down. I can make these songs in 5 to 7 minutes, like whole songs. And they're like, that's just like a gift. And they just start calling me like Jehovah. You know what I'm saying? So, and that's just how that whole thing started. And I didn't want to offend too many people by saying Jehovah. I didn't want them to think that I was saying that I'm God or anything like that. I know way better than that, you know. So I just changed it and just made it Young Hova to recognize that gift that I have.
What about Jigga? Where'd that come from?
That came from like back in the day. I used to rap really fast, and my name was Jay-Z, so I like Jigga to Jay-Z. So they just, yo, Jigga, you know. So that's where that came. Rapping too fast.
And who's Sean Carter?
I would just say that's the center. That's the center, and actually the businessman. That's what they call me when they want to talk business. Let's speak to Sean Carter today. You know, for my partners and everybody like Def Jam or my partners, they want to talk business with me. I need to speak to Sean Carter right now, and then they know they got my attention. You know,
Is there a transformation? There's a transformation.
Yeah, about 2.7 seconds, man. It's really quick, man. It's like German engineering, man.
Who were you growing up?
Huh?
Who were you growing up?
I didn't have any business to take care of, so I wasn't definitely Sean Carter. Yeah, I would say Jay-Z, because Jay-Z, that came from a name Jazzy. Like when I was younger, I pretty much had the same demeanor, like just laid back and, you know, wouldn't speak out of turn and just like a real cool dude. So the older guys, the OGs from around the way, they be like, that's a jazzy little dude. So my name was Jazzy before Jay-Z.
People have no idea that there's two different men. That there's the person, Robert, there's the persona, R. Kelly.
This is what I hear. Okay. That there's a difference between R. Kelly, the entertainer, and Robert Kelly, the man. And you know where I'm going with that.
Oh, no, I don't know where you're going.
One is charming and likable. One is very controlling and abusive. That's where I'm going with that. Are there two R. Kellys? There's a Robert and there's a R. Kelly.
Like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Oh, all right, we'll go with that.
But absolutely
we'll go
not.
with that. But
absolutely not.
Okay.
Robert is the guy who sings. Mm-hmm. His singing name is R. Kelly. It's equivalent to a policeman.
Yes.
When a policeman put on his badge and his suit and his uniform, he go out to do his job. When he take that when he on that job, he's a beast. He's tough. He has to be. He's got to be in control. He's got to be not out of control. He got to do his work. When he takes that off and gets home, he's with his family. He loves his family. And if he's single, he may mingle. But however, he's still here to serve and protect at the time he's supposed to do it. I'm R. Kelly on stage, okay? But that's Robert in an R. Kelly uniform.
Prepare for a specific purpose. Social disruption. There is never a calm, peaceful, and stable relationship with a cluster B personality disorder. Their need to be the center of attention and control those around them assures a near constant state of drama, turmoil, discord, and distress. They create drama and turmoil in almost every social situation. Holidays, family reunions, outings in the community, travel, and even grocery shopping are often turned into a social nightmare.
He's a powerful man. At this time, he's at the top of his game. So now I get this order of protection and it dawns on you, this is not bulletproof.
Eventually, she says a series of altercations while on vacation in Miami led to her breaking point.
And you want to be naked, but the whole concept of Danity Kane was like, when it comes together, it's one.
Puff's going hard on the group, and then all of a sudden he singles me out and starts going on and on about how unhappy he is with me. And I just feel like nothing that I do, he's ever happy with.
Can I ask a question? What do you want to look like, though? Do you want to look like a playboy, playmate? Do you want to look like you?
Puff, I'm done with all of that.
No.
Like,
what do you want to look like, though?
I'll tell you.
What do you want to look like, though?
I'll tell you. I'm not focused on me. I'm focused on what this group should look like and how I should fit in this situation.
You like big hair, though.
I don't like big hair.
Like big hair. You like big hair.
Puff,
you like a lot of makeup and all that.
Actually, I don't. I don't like big hair. I don't like certain makeup. I'm very flexible with what you want to do. And I've worked with everything that you've thrown at me.
I'm not seeing the flexibility. You gaming me.
Your hair people came in today and they said, this is how it needs to be.
You know what I'm talking about. You're pushing your own image, though.
I'm not worried about whether my hair is straight, curly, whatever. I'm not here in a group to have curly, straight, big, makeup, whatever. I'm here in a group to sing with my group. And that is all I care about. For real. Like, maybe you just don't get me and we don't get each other.
Because if I pulled in all of the makeup artists and all of the hair people, they would not say that.
With the wardrobe, did I not try and cover up all the problem areas that I've been seeing were not Beyonce?
Yes, we had that conversation yesterday.
How are you going to get crazy with me? I work well with these people.
But it's not necessarily just the stomach area.
I'm talking about all of it. I mean, I was cool with whatever change he wanted to make today and I did it.
Yes, you were today. But Aubrey, you have to admit that sometimes when you want to do something, you want to do it.
Well, yeah, I see what the problems are on TV, Puff. When people are looking crazy, or this is looking crazy, that's looking crazy. You even told me, review the things you do and pay attention to what the problem is. So I see what I do and I see, ooh, that was not a good look. Let me fix that. I read the things that people say. You're the one that told me to do that. I do that and I make an honest assessment.
I don't want you to look like Pamela Anderson. I don't want to sign Pamela. Well, that's in the direction. Well, you don't look like her. You don't look like that girl that I signed.
You know who Aubrey is. Puff, it's 3 years later.
It's 3 years later and you're going in the wrong direction.
Okay, well,
you're going in the wrong direction. You need to stop the truck pull over. I'm not changing nothing.
Okay, well, you wanted the weave out, the weave out.
I just want you to look good.
If you're not happy, you hate me, then why you have me here?
I don't have to have you here. That's one thing that we can make clear. That's one thing we can make clear.
But
I don't have to have you here. I'm trying.
Why do you have me here? Because every time it's just such a problem.
I have you here. I have you here because I feel you talented. But don't get it twisted. I'm starting to think about why do I have you here.
I'm not getting
okay, so you clear on that though. Check this out. You clear on that. You understand now. I'm asking myself, why do I have you here? So I'll move on to something else. No, and I'll give you the answer soon. All right? And you may not be here then.
Okay. Before it gets to
and anybody want to go with you, they could go too. Don't get it twisted, man. It gets dark and lonely. It does, trust me.
It's a situation where one of the Terror Squad associates had hired Jay-Z to come and do a show at Carbon's. I think it was 15 Stacks. Memphis Bleek was there. The whole Rockefeller was there. You know, and it was love. It was all in the VIP. It was love. It was gonna wait till Jay-Z come out. And Jay-Z end up welching, not coming out or saying, yo, it's too little for money. The Terror Squad associate started arguing with Memphis Bleek and them, whatever. So Memphis Bleek and his people hit the nigga with a bottle on his head. So now the Terror Squad associate comes and he walks back to the VIP where we all at, bleeding. He said, yo, twin, they flipped on me. Once that happened, it was a wrap. You know, he pulled out a Rambo knife. I'm on top of the bar flinging bottle. We just started just wilding because we seen that. We actually seen one of our people bleeding and them saying it was one of them.
They also create disruption in their family system. They are the focus of feuds, grudges, bad feelings, jealousy, and turmoil.
Some of the people who have worked with you have said that there's an issue here. Your former manager has said publicly that there's an issue of concern here. Your brother Kerry has said there's an issue of concern here.
Issue of concern? Mm-hmm. What do you mean when you say issue of concern?
They've said that they're concerned that you like underage girls.
Let me put it to you this way, man. You know, unfortunately, the people that don't work for me says that. The people that do work for me don't say that. And the people that don't work for me were fired. If you had someone work for you and they're mad because they're not working for you anymore, and they're used to getting a certain amount of money, or they're used to getting a certain amount of fame because they work for you because you're famous, and all of a sudden they mess you around and then you let them go. Anything that comes up about you, they're gonna run and say, yeah, you know, they did that to me. I knew this too about him. But you really can't, you know, I don't want you, I don't want BET, I don't want my fans. Do not listen to the people that was fired. You know, don't even listen to the people that was hired. You know, listen to the facts and get into what you think and make your own opinions. If you're gonna have an opinion about me, have your opinion about what you may think about me. You know, what you definitely don't do is go by somebody that was fired and they're mad and pissed off at me because they were fired.
But your brother Kerry was not fired. He's still your brother.
Yeah, he was fired.
But he's still your brother.
Doesn't matter. He's still my brother, but if he's still my brother, why did he get fired?
Why did he get fired?
I can't get into that.
Okay,
you know,
fair enough. But
let me just say this. You know, we may fire each other, but I fired them 1,000 times and rehired them.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, hey, it's unfortunate that it's like this. But when you're me, when you're R. Kelly, everybody want a piece of you. And if you don't give them a piece, they'll find a way to get a piece of you, one way or the other. Now, I've been blackmailed 1 billion times in my career. Before the trial, during the trial, after the trial, I've been sued for stuff that, ridiculous things, you know. At one point in my life, I was an ATM machine, you know.
Yeah.
People just come up and just push whatever, and if it don't come out, they'll go tell somebody this, or they'll go run and say this and run and say that. You know, but I'm used to that. I'm you know, you don't get used to it. Let me take that back. I'm not used to it, but I'm used to the fact that people. I know that people will do this. Sometimes even your own family members, and I don't hate none of them, but I know a lot of people be out to get me because I'm very vulnerable, man. Especially a 7-year trial.
So there's no issue here. They're all wrong. There's no issue here. That's what you're saying?
Jay-Z often writes songs about his time there, including the day he shot his older brother in the shoulder for stealing his jewelry. He was 12 years old.
And here are some lyrics you wrote about your brother. You said, "Saw the devil in your eyes, high off more than weed. Confused, I just closed my young eyes and squeezed. What a sound, opened my eyes just in time to see you stumbling to the ground."
Yeah, I wouldn't feel comfortable talking about that on TV. It's not cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a bit over the line.
Okay.
Yeah.
They even added, if you have a member of your family that you hate to see arrive at a family reunion or holiday dinner, he or she probably has a personality disorder. Yes, I've already clocked that, doc. Clocked it a long time ago with my family, full of cluster bees. Red flag. Continuing. Healthy individuals also use manipulation as one of many social skills, buying someone a gift to cheer them up, making comments, and giving hints that something is desired, etc. Manipulation is their preferred method of obtaining their wants and needs. When combined with shallow emotions, entitlement, and being self-centered, this can be extreme.
Said, we don't sing songs here, we sing artists. And there was this little pause, and I was nervous.
Well, then he said, and we're interested. And there's this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, you did it homework.
I did a lot of homework on you, this lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal sign or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
In order to obtain their goals, an antisocial personality may physically threaten, harass, intimidate, and assault those around them.
Convicted of using his fame and the network of people at his disposal to sexually abuse women, girls, and boys. Late today, a federal jury found R. Kelly guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking involving interactions with 6 women. Over the course of the 6-week trial, prosecutors laid out in harrowing and graphic detail how R. Kelly was the ringleader of a criminal enterprise that bolstered his music, his image, and his sexual gratification by recruiting women and girls for sex, holding them against their will and threatening them if they misbehaved. Some of the most gripping testimony came from a woman who said R. Kelly whisked her to his Chicago recording studio where she was kept locked up and was drugged before sexually assaulted by him while she was passed out.
Kelly also facing a slew of other state and federal charges in multiple states stemming from abuse allegations. Among the women mentioned during testimony, famed R&B singer Aaliyah, who died in 2001. Prosecutors argued in a separate case that she forged her age on her birth certificate in order to marry R. Kelly when she was just 15 years old. One of the final witnesses in the trial described him abusing Aaliyah in 1993 when she was just 13 or 14 years old.
That was not a couple. That was an abusive connection where someone trusted her producer and was preyed upon. I didn't want to bring this up, but over the years and after watching Surviving R. Kelly, I felt it was an obligation as a fan, as a journalist, and as a woman to address it.
A representative for R. Kelly said the singer didn't know Aaliyah was underage.
15 is not of the age of legal consent, right? I mean,
right, except that my understanding is that she did not claim to be 15. And in order to get married, she had to lie about her age.
And he is saying that he had no idea.
No idea.
Right now, I'm producing a very talented lady, young lady. She's 14, Aaliyah.
Young lady. She's 14, Aaliyah.
Histrionic personalities may create dramatic situations, threaten self-harm, or create social embarrassment. Narcissistic personalities may send police and an ambulance to your home if you don't answer their calls using the excuse that they were concerned about you. The real goal is to assure you that their phone calls must be answered or you will pay the consequences. Borderline personalities may self-harm in your physical presence. In a relationship with a personality disorder, we are constantly faced with a collection of schemes, situations, manipulations, and interactions that have a hidden agenda. Their agenda.
Jay gonna be on your album, any collaborations possibly?
Yeah, I hope so.
Cut the check.
Okay.
Now, what about Destiny's Child? Are y'all gonna be working on something soon?
Yeah,
as well?
we're about to start rehearsing. We have a small tour for the Christmas holidays.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And Solange, being Beyonce's sister, do you feel any pressure? You have Solo Star, your album about to drop.
well, actually, it's a whole different sound, and basically, I'm just going out there and doing my thing. I'm not worried about any comparisons. I mean, she's a beautiful person to be compared to, but hopefully, once my music comes out and hit the scene, I'll make a name for myself.
Go on. All right, y'all. We're gonna talk more to them in a minute. Let's go to number 6 video right now. The 504 boy, Tight Whips.
Tight Whips.
Man, this is a bad part of the show because we gotta say goodbye to Jay-Z, Solange, Beyonce right now. We gotta thank y'all for coming through. Is there anything y'all want to say to the
all
people?
be back though.
Holla.
Holla.
Nah, we appreciate all the love out there, and pick up the Blueprint too. Pick up Solange CD. AJ got a Christmas party at Cheetah popping off.
See, there you go.
Ain't you gonna be there?
Yeah, performing live.
The flyers out.
Surprise performance.
Wow.
Yeah, look out for that.
B, you got anything to say?
Thank y'all. Nice to be here again.
The talk behavior gap, Lord. There's a lot, y'all. It's a lot. A person who is honest has a talk conversation promises that matches their behavior almost 100%. This is not the case with somebody that is in the cluster B family. The wider the gap between what a person says and the promise promises and what they do, the more they are considered dishonest, unreliable, and irresponsible. Dysfunctional parents. Individuals with a personality disorder are frequently parents. However, they are frequently dysfunctional. Personality disorder parents often see their children as a burden to their personal goals, are often jealous of the attention their children receive, often feel competitive with their older children, and often attempt to obtain their personal goals through their children.
I remember just the little face was just so pretty and angelic all the time. From the beginning, she was just brightened everybody's life up.
Aaliyah would always have an easygoing nature, in part because her parents insisted on giving her a grounded life. When she was just a few months old, her mother Diane abandoned her own plans for a singing career, devoting herself full-time to Aaliyah and her son Rashad.
My sister could very well be right now an icon. She was gorgeous. She is an incredible vocal, but she decided she wanted to dedicate her life to her family.
Still, Diane would always nurse a passion for music, a passion that quickly took hold in her daughter. And very rapidly, Aaliyah was a performer.
Right. We get with Aaliyah, and we got family in here. We were talking about family before. I want to welcome y'all Video Music Box, because this is something that we don't get an opportunity to do, is see the folks that keep this whole thing together. And we talked about that a little earlier, you know, how do you stay focused? And she said it's young.
Thank you, baby.
We want to wish her a happy birthday. We got mom and dad in here. And now how do y'all feel about, let's take it from the other side. You gotta talk about Aaliyah. How do y'all feel seeing what she's been doing and going out there? And she's had a whole bunch of things going on in the recording and the press and all kinds of things. But how do you feel about what's happening with, you know, with her career? And
Well, of course, we're very proud of her. She's been doing this since she's 6 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And we just kind of knew she was more or less destined for this line of business. Education is important, too. She's an A student, by the way, and we're very proud of that.
Right.
But we think she's just a beautiful young lady who's intelligent, talented, and it's going to go all the way.
Thank you. This kind of support we're talking about, Video Music Box doing our thing. I pulled them in here. They really weren't ready for this.
No.
I'll be going on tour with Blackstreet in June, and it'll be a 2-month tour. So that's really great. I'm very excited about that.
This is something Aaliyah has always wanted to do. Oh, very proud of her. You know, she wouldn't have to do this for me to be proud of her, but this just adds to it. You know, I'm proud of everything she does. She's a beautiful, lovely young woman.
Thank you, Mom.
Thank you very much.
What was that session like with Aaliyah?
Magical, man. And you know how Lee, go in there and do some more ad-libs.
Right.
Yeah. Oh my God.
What was that session like with Aaliyah?
Magical, man. And you know how God works, and then, you know, the devil always like right there.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody almost messed up the whole shit.
How?
Because we was all in there, and Miss Harden, her mom, was in there, and then one of the guys that was with us, you know what I'm saying, trying to be real business and stern. We was in there when we first met her, talking for like hours.
Okay.
So when Leah comes in, she nicknames everybody. She don't call nobody. She don't call me Jazzy. She not gonna call you Ed Lover.
Right.
She's got a name for everybody.
Right.
And she called me Fuzzy.
Okay.
I said, why you call me Fuzzy? She said, because every time I see you, it's just like I get fuzzy. It's just like warm and fuzzy. I was like, like, I'm like, man, this girl, and she was like coming, like it was magical because she was just coming from TRL.
Right.
So she had on the like little white, the all white with the Nikes
little Tommy
on.
Hilfiger joint.
Yeah, just looking just stupid cute. Like, you know, you just like trying not to look straight at her. Like, you know, they say don't look straight at Prince. Like, but she's sitting right there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Her mom was right here, and so one of my boys came in. One of the guys that work with us. We talking for hours, bro. So he looked at his watch and says, "Hey, listen, well, we gonna have to get to work. You know what I'm saying? We got to get to work." Interrupted her mom while she was talking. Her mom got up and walked out the room.
Oh, wow.
Then Aaliyah's phone rang, and then Leah got up and walked out the room too. 2 hours later, neither one of them was there.
Oh, shit.
I almost fucked up the whole damn session.
Oh, wow.
So I had to call Jomo Hankerson.
Right.
You know, they went to sit down and eat at Benihana's or something.
Uh-huh.
I literally had to go over to Benihana's, sit down with Jomo, and we had to talk to the moms, apologize. Man, you need to get on the phone and apologize to her mama. apologized and because she had never even heard our music. She didn't care about it. Leah was all upset because she was like, "Oh, Mom, she didn't mean it. He didn't mean it. Let's work." But whatever she said made everybody like, we can't go to the studio until Mama says okay.
Right.
And she pushed it on through. And then that's what happened. That match.
He actually stayed at their home in Detroit, and her mother actually was sexually attracted to him as well. And he said when Aaliyah would go to sleep, that he would, this is what he said. He said that he would go in the living room and him and her would do sexual acts on the couch while Aaliyah was sleeping in the bedroom.
R. Kelly was having sex with Aaliyah and her mother at the same time?
That's
not the exact same time, but
that's
the
what he
same
said.
Time frame?
That's what he says. Yeah.
Oh, so maybe this is why Aaliyah's parents have never spoken out themselves.
Makes sense to me.
Okay. Wow, this is something I've never heard before.
Right. Came from his mouth.
At that time, Diane had pulled my wife. R. Kelly had called out to Hollywood. Mary was singing and staying in California at the time, and he called out to Hollywood. And he said, "Who is this woman? She won't give me no time with her. She won't give me no time with her." My wife was on him, you know. Yeah. She was everywhere you go, because that's what Diane told my wife. You be everywhere she go. He called out to California, to Hollywood, and told her, "I can't do nothing with her around me. Me and Leah leave town together." They pulled my wife back. And for 30 days, my wife sat in the hotel making her money, and Leah, that was the time I think that things probably got cozy.
Right. Oh, so they basically paid your wife to go away.
Yep.
Essentially.
Yep.
And she was, sequestered?
Yeah, my wife was in the hotel. She'd go to the studio. It was right across the street from the hotel. She'd go to the studio here and there, but it was like R. Kelly didn't want her there, because my wife would tell me one time that he would tell her, "Sing like you making love." Well, at the time, Leah had never made love, and she asked my wife, "What is he trying to say?"
Right.
And they control their children through manipulation with little concern for how their parenting will later influence the lives or the personality of the child.
Were you aware of the issues going on with R. Kelly when they were going on?
No, didn't have a clue. Completely ignorant to it.
Do you think anyone in the family was?
Yes. I think my sister knew a lot more than what we thought she knew.
After Biggie died, Puffy's still on the top, huh?
Puffy didn't slow down.
Got bigger.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying? After Whitney died, Clive Davis still on top, huh?
Yep.
When Aaliyah died, I was with Barry when Aaliyah died for a wrongful death. He got paid $90 million for her death. Am I supposed to say that on TV? Sue me. I ain't got nothing. I was with him on the negotiations. Black Ground Records. He's married to Gladys Knight.
Wow.
So he had Timberland, Genuine, Missy Elliott, and Aaliyah is his niece,
Oh, wow.
Aaliyah's his niece. So he got a settlement for $90 million for her death.
Was that just for his rights or whatever he owned?
What she would have been able to make if she hadn't died.
Oh, okay. There was a lot.
I get, okay. But that was the settlement. I wasn't in. I was there when he, he got $90 million. He wouldn't stay at the L'Hermitage Hotel. We ate good.
If you present any of these symptoms or know somebody who does, please go to your local psychologist, clinical one at that, and get your ass tested ASAP. Let's continue.
What's up? This is Beyoncé on the red carpet with one of the hottest female artists out here, Miss Aaliyah. How you doing, girl?
Baby? It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous. What are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry working.
Oh, that is hot.
Thank
All right.
you.
Now, you've been working it with these movies. Were you nervous?
Very nervous, but I'm real happy. It's something I've wanted for a long time, so to finally make that transition, it's great.
You're doing another movie this summer, right?
Hopefully things work out. Everything will be rolling.
That's great. What are you looking forward to seeing?
Tonight,
yes.
I want to see D'Angelo perform.
Girl, I'm with you because you know he's fine.
He's fun. He's hot.
All right, back to you, Cisco.
We're down here with Aaliyah, a winner, actually. How did you like the show once you got inside?
It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed myself. It was cool.
Did you wish you were up there yourself?
Performing? I actually was happy with just chilling and sitting back and enjoying the show.
What was your favorite part?
My favorite part. Let me think. Would have to be Blink-182's performance.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you a longtime Blink fan, or is this a new?
I love the fact that they're just free, they're funny, they're humorous, and they don't care, and I love that. And that performance was sick.
Were you moved to see Britney and Christina Aguilera come out hand in hand?
Thought that was very nice. Definitely, whenever you can put down beef, it's all good. So I thought that was nice.
Now, are you off to hit the party circuit now, or are you going home?
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna hit a few parties. Not stay out too late. I have a flight to catch in the morning, so party a little bit and then go home.
Where are you going tomorrow?
I'm going to London.
Really, to do?
Premiere for Romeo Must Die. Yeah.
Good luck over there. Have a good night. We'll see you again soon. Okay, bye-bye. Back to you on the marquee. What's happening up there?
Thanks a lot, Kurt. I'm just trying to calculate the frequent flyer miles that Aaliyah is getting. Now, she flew all the way from Australia to be here tonight.
22,000.
And now she's, thank you.
That's a price of fame, though.
And now she's going all the way to London for the premiere of Romeo Must Die. This woman's going to fly free for the rest of her life. It's time to bring out our first guest of the day.
That's right. This 22-year-old superstar has been making big moves for more than a decade. Along with dropping highly anticipated albums, she's been starring in some big-time motion pictures and keeping all of her fans happy.
Lately, her Get Paid in the Escalade contest has made a dozen and dozens and dozens of people that watch the show very, very happy. For the past month, somebody's won $1,000 a day.
Okay.
Man, that is big. Now today, one of the finalists in the audience will roll away with the grand prize of 2002 Cadillac Escalade and $20,000.
That's big. Yeah, y'all gotta stand up for that. That's big.
Man.
What more can you expect, though, from a superstar with a platinum voice and a heart of gold? Give it up, y'all, for Aaliyah!
Who should be hurt? Who should be blessed?
Somewhere. Here she goes.
Who should be hurt? Who should be ashamed?
Hold him up, girl.
Who should be hurt and who will be mad?
Have a seat, mama.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
She just hopped out of the Cadillac that someone is going to take home today. That's right.
Man.
Now people been stopping you since
I was about to say,
since we started this.
give her kudos.
Give her kudos.
The biggest contest ever on the show, man.
All right.
Thank you.
$20,000 in a Cadillac Escalade. That's big.
Big. Have people been stopping you, asking you anything about it? Question?
Like, girl, how can I win? Girl, can I get it? I'm like, I have no control over that. You know, you got to enter the password, do your thing. But
all right.
I'm excited. I'm excited to give it away. I can't wait to see who the winner is.
On the right.
Okay.
Who's going to win?
Cats that I know that got money are asking me how they go.
I'm excited. I'm excited to give it away. I can't wait to see who the winner is.
On the right.
Okay.
Who's going to win?
Cats that I know that got money are asking me how they go.
I know that's right.
So what was Aaliyah's first car? What was the first car you ever got?
I've never had a car.
You never had what? Never?
No, living
All right,
here
if you were to buy a car, what would be the
if
first car you get?
I don't know. It would be a truck. I like trucks, but you know, being that we living here in New York, it's like there's no point. You know, I walk it, cab it, car it.
That's right. It's easier than parking and paying $500 for an hour.
See, I was about to see because Aaliyah always goes out. She always has somebody driving. She always
That's
chilling.
right. That's how it's supposed to be done.
She got her crew and she be chilling.
That's how it's supposed to be done.
I'm mad at that.
Now, your album has been out since mid-July and it's been doing
Yeah.
so well. We got to
Thank
congratulate you on that.
I have to thank all of you guys for that. Thank you.
And We Need a Resolution did so good on the countdown. Then we got to know what the next video is, and I hope you're saying it's a song I love.
Yes, it is. It's Rock the Boat.
Yes.
It's Rock the Boat.
Yeah. Now, when can we expect that?
I shoot the video tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And that video should be out, we're hoping, like, beginning of September.
I can't wait.
We're actually doing singles back to back. We're doing Rock the Boat first, then we're dropping More Than a Woman. So we got them coming back to back.
What a sexy song.
Tragedy in the Bahamas. An airplane carrying a rising star and her entourage plunging into the marsh. Well, now, relatives of a South Florida victim say it should have never happened. Investigators ruling the plane carrying Aaliyah and 8 others was, in fact, too heavy to fly.
Fans mourn, friends remember as an R&B princess takes her final journey. Hello, everyone. I'm Lisa Gibbons. The funeral for Aaliyah brought parts of New York City to a standstill. Barry Nolan has more on the tragic ending to a fairy tale career.
A trail of tears for Aaliyah. A horse-drawn carriage carried the fallen star's casket through the streets of New York, a somber procession reminiscent of the funeral for Princess Diana, who was also killed in a tragic accident exactly 4 years ago today.
Now, I'm assuming that the ribbon that you have is in memory of Aaliyah.
Yeah, this is my crew. We put, just Dallas, he gave everybody ribbons, and this, I don't even know what to say. I just know that was a murder. You know what I'm saying? That was a spiritual murder, whether people know it or not. Because God don't kill people. You know what I'm saying? Whether people know it or not. And I could go deep, but a lot of people I would have to really bring, you know what I'm saying, for what I learned. And she just was cut down in the prime of her life. And it's so unfair. And it wasn't time. You know, it wasn't, I believe it wasn't her time to go, because from what I know, it ain't supposed to go down like that. And just simple obedience, like, you know, your gut always warns you. That your gut never lies to you. And something like luggage and clothes and jewelry and all this madness that we worship is called false idols. We need to really look at the bigger picture right now and look at how honey could be here right now. So let's go. You understand what I'm saying?
Red flag. I agree with Mary. There's something about Aaliyah's death that never sat right with me. And it never sat right with a lot of other people. In my opinion, there was foul play involved. Aaliyah was at the prime of her life. She also had no reason to go to the Bahamas. Not only did she not have a reason to go to the Bahamas, but she also didn't have to get on that flight. There were so many red flags prior to them boarding.
Morales had only received his pilot's license in February 2000, about a year and a half before the crash. It's believed he falsified the hours to get the job with this employer, Blackhawk International. He'd already been turned down once before for a job in October 2000 for lack of experience. I think what you're setting up here is a situation where you have a very powerful young superstar and her entourage dealing with a very inexperienced pilot. They wanted to the point you were making earlier, they wanted to get back to the United States as quickly as possible. I think they pressured him to do it, and he was too inexperienced to stand up to them and say, I can't fly, because he knew that this plane was far overweight and he knew the dangers that were inherent there.
So whose idea was it for her to go down to the Caribbean to shoot this?
Hype Williams. Yeah, Hype was the director. Be very honest with you, I did not want to use Hype Williams, but there was a push from management, which is her mom, to do a video with Hype. I did not really want to work with Hype Williams. I regret that. If I could do it over again, I would not have worked with him. And I don't know where the video would have been shot. Would it have been still shot there or someplace else? But this is the first time I've ever said that. But that's what was in my heart when his name came up.
So it was more your sister than R. Kelly pushing for Hype Williams?
I don't know, but that's a very good question. There was some type of rapport my sister had with Robert Kelly that began to creep into our lives. And I really don't know what that is. I really couldn't tell you what that is. That's something my sister would have to talk about. But I did feel, because of Hype and R. Kelly had a relationship, because he directed a lot of Robert's videos. So the fact that you just said that is very amazing, because it was a push to use Hype more than there was a push to use anybody else. So at that time, that was after the debacle with R. Kelly. I was for not having any linkage to Robert Kelly at all through directors or whatever. So that did come up that way, and I lost that battle, and Hype became the director.
You didn't want her to go, did you?
No. Mm-mm. So she was shooting a video in Miami.
Yep.
And I had my son and my nephews with me. And, you know, she was very supportive. She particularly liked Freeway, his voice. And she was supportive of anything I was doing. She was like, yo, while I'm in Miami, I had the state property down there, which was a group.
Yeah.
And she was going to do a record with Freeway. So I was like, all right, I'm going to come down there. I'll check you. I'll bring the kids, make a vacation, work, the whole nine. So when we got there, you know, Hype was making this video, and I was like, I know Hype. I just got off of Big Pimpin', where I had to cut the video, you know what I mean? Because he likes to spend bread. So I was like, you know, he's going to make you do another day. Don't do it. Trust me, it's just so he can spend money, you know? And sure enough, she came home that day, and I had a big house. I rented this house, and she's like, I'm going to, you know, there. And I was like, I just thought that it wasn't necessary. You know, I knew that was going to happen. And then when she actually was saw the plane, she we had the Blackberries, and she said, "I don't like this plane." And I was like, "Well, don't get on it." And she was like, "Well, I got to because I got work to do." She got on the plane, and she always had a very serious fear of planes in general. So she had to overcome a fear to get on that plane on the way there. But what I was really more tight about was that I had heard that Lenny Kravitz had offered her a jet, and that Hype had took the jet. So that's what really pissed me off about the situation when I heard about that. So you could ask Hype about that.
That's what I said. Have you ever talked to Hype about it?
Yeah.
And how did that conversation go?
Ask him.
The man won a Hype Williams video. We shoot a Hype Williams video. Hype Williams, I swear to God, he came with a flashlight. Hype Williams came with like a regular camera, and I paid hundreds of thousands, and he had the flashlight on us while we was like, you talk about getting jerked in your face. Pause. Pause. Yo, you know how much money I paid for this? This came with a flashlight in the face. Yo!
All right, cool. We shooting a video, and so we just shot shit's real on this little camera, and for Master IC, it was almost the same thing, except it was like 3 tractor trailers worth of cameras. So
right.
But it was all. Oh yeah. He actually, the interesting story with that one is, it was Super Bowl Sunday. Yeah, it was K7 and Usher. Hype had just shot K7's video, and he shot Usher's video, and he was supposed to return the equipment. After they shoot, they're supposed to take the trailers and all the equipment and lock it up. But he kind of didn't do that. So he kind of ended up calling me on Super Bowl Sunday, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "I'm watching the Super Bowl." And he's like, "Well, I want to talk to you about the video." And I'm like, "All right, what's up?" And he's like, "Nah, come downstairs." And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "Yo, just come downstairs." So I came downstairs, and like I said, it was 3 big, gigantic tractor trailers in front of my apartment. And he was like, "Yo, we go." Yeah, and he was like, "Yo, I'm gonna bring these trucks down to the block to Wasteland and just tell everybody come outside, and we're gonna shoot a video." Man, we had no treatment for Master IC. We had no treatment. We had no permits. We had no nothing. He just had a box of gear from Usher's video. We opened it, and it was a yellow bubble goose, and he was like, "Yo, wear this," and I was like, "All right, cool."
Crazy.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was it, and it came out being what it was. We just called everyone and their grandmother and told them to come to Colder Street, and they did. And that was.
You would have never. Looking at that, I would have never known that. That looks like that's a dope video. I see video. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. So all the planning, it was weird because videos are planned out because of budgeting and all of that.
Right.
Too. So it was just weird in the sense that thank God they had enough leftover film, and thank God she got the shots. Yeah, absolutely. So he pretty much just shot what he shot. And then he just put it all together after he shot it, but he never knew what he was going to get until he looked back at the footage.
Red flag. Word on the street was that Hype Williams was shysty as hell. He knew how to overinflate the budget on music videos, have people running around every which way just so he could pocket the extra money. Allegedly. Not only was her video producer shysty, but she was also forced to get on that flight.
We flew to Miami. Hype Williams was the director.
Shout out to Hype.
It was basically we were shooting More Than a Woman and Rock the Boat at the same. It was a 2-day shoot. We flew to Miami. We shot More Than a Woman, and then we flew from Miami to the Bahamas to shoot Rock the Boat. Wow. Flying to the Bahamas, we said all of this for an 8 count. Like the planes felt sketchy because they were tiny, smaller planes. And then I think our call time was 4 a.m. in the morning. One of Aaliyah's security guards, it was his daughter's birthday. And he was like, "I have to get home to her tonight because it's her birthday. Like I promised I'd be home. And unfortunately, he was also on the plane. So we were just assessing the situation, but the energy was so solid all day. The crew was great. Aaliyah was great. We were hyped. She was getting ready to do like a series of shows. So we were excited about that. The energy was right, and we just knew that this routine was one of those ones.
And that shot was beautiful.
It was the most beautiful day. It was probably 100+ degrees outside. We danced till the skin on the bottom of our feet literally was raw because we had to take our shoes off, our sneakers. Because of the catamaran and the movement, it was like slippery and the heat, so it was safer for us to just dance barefoot. So we did that. We ran that routine, like a million different times on a video. Once we cut, Hype was like, okay, well, I think we did so solid 2 videos back to back. We should just stay an extra night because we were all supposed to depart the Bahamas that night.
Right.
And we were like, why not? We just killed it. If we could stay in the Bahamas one extra night, sure. And Aaliyah was adamant about getting back. She was like, no, I'm going to go, but I'll see you guys in like New York for the next rehearsal. We were like, okay. I think Fatima was going to go also, but she was like, I'll stay. And anybody that had that urgency to get back, like the security guard that I mentioned, they got on the plane, and unfortunately.
And that was the last time you saw her?
And that was the last time I saw her. So we stayed on the boat now. They got on a smaller boat. From the catamaran, they got on a smaller boat to take them back to the dock to get on the plane. So when we got back to the dock, we had a 2-hour drive. Actually, I'm sorry, I'm going to backtrack. While we're on the boat, usually when you play a song a million times on a video, you're over it. You don't want to hear it again.
Sure.
Crew played it again. And we all got up and we danced, like really danced. Not even just the routines. We also played this Brazilian song, and we were just, it almost felt like a tribute. And if the timing of that is correct, I almost feel like that's when she might have been transitioning. Because we had a journey to get back to this dock.
I have no doubt there's
no more skin on the bottom of my feet, and I'm still dancing. But happy, and we were just so proud of the work that everybody had put in. The crew members, everybody was phenomenal. And we got back to the dock. We got in our respective cars to get us back to the hotel, which was like a 2-hour drive. Everybody knocked out. As we pull up to the hotel, people are running out and they're crying and they're like, what happened? Wait. They're bawling, dropping down to the floor. We're like, wait, did we miss something? And they were like, Aaliyah's plane crashed. We're like, what are you talking about? That's impossible. We just left her. And they explained what had happened, and we were just devastated. Completely devastated.
The world was devastated.
The world was devastated. We were there and we didn't even understand what just happened. We were like, this can't be right. Fatima, unfortunately, she had to identify the body, so she had to go. We were all just kind of stuck at the hotel, crying, mourning, also afraid to get back on that plane again. Like,
of course. I mean, hell yeah.
Nobody wanted to.
Resident of the Bahamas.
Right, exactly.
Nobody wanted to leave. Lenny Kravitz. Thank you, Lenny Kravitz. I've never gotten a chance to personally thank him, but he's friends with Fatima, and he actually lent his jet, or he had access to a private plane. And he sent his private plane to get us back.
It came to our country. She had a certain taxi driver. My stepmother, Louise McIntosh. All right? That was her taxi driver. And I used to do baggage, carrying the bags for people at the airport. Man, Aaliyah is an awesome person. But that incident that day, she didn't want none of it. She didn't even want to get on the plane. I remember it clearly. The thing is, she had a major headache, and she was on the phone with her boyfriend. At one point, she told him that she didn't want to get on. I heard the conversation, but it's like not all of it, but I knew she didn't want to get on the airplane because the whole weight situation. Everyone in the airport was saying the same thing, but no, the people that was with her was consistent on getting on the fucking airplane. Aaliyah went and took a nap for 30 minutes whoever her people were that was with her, her entourage or her managers or whatever, they gave her some pills. She passed out in the back seat of the van. The next time Aaliyah woke up was when it was time to board the plane, bro. Everyone on that island went out there to go look for that airplane, bro. Because we knew it was too much weight. Too much weight on that little ass plane. And whoever made her get on that plane, bro.
Sis did not want to go, but unfortunately, when you are a people pleaser, that is my opinion based on the evidence and also the situations that Aaliyah has been in. It seems like not only did she have a strong work ethic, but she was also a people pleaser when it came to her mama and her raggedy ass uncle. Allegedly, the managers at Virgin and also Hype Williams, they were responsible, at least partially, for negligence. There were so many revelations uncovered after her untimely passing, so much so that we will not be able to address it in this case study. Aaliyah's family, mainly her mama and her demon-ass brother, Barry Hankerson, they both have been embroiled in lawsuits for many years. They are estranged as of now. There were also issues with Aaliyah's music being published. There's just a whole lot going on with this wicked ass family. Please stay tuned for a future case study. I am going to continue and add a little bit of more context because it will be very important to lead into what conspiracy theorists believe is Jay-Z's involvement in all of this.
What's up? What's up? This is Beyoncé on the red carpet with one of the hottest female artists out here, Miss Aaliyah. How you doing,
baby?
girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous. What are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry working.
Oh, that is hot.
Thank
All right.
you.
Now you've been working it with these movies. Were you nervous?
Very nervous, but I'm real happy. It's something I've wanted for a long time, so to finally make that transition, it's great.
You're doing another movie this summer, right?
Hopefully if things work out, everything will be rolling.
That's great. What are you looking forward to seeing?
Tonight?
Tonight, yes.
I want to see D'Angelo perform.
Girl, I'm with you because you know he fine.
He's fun. He's hot.
All right, back to you, Cisco.
And up next, we've got Jay-Z with Ja Rule and $1 Million from Major Coins with Can I Get Her? And Jay-Z, this has just been his year with Hard Knock Life. The album is off the meters. I don't even know what else to say about it. And he's getting ready to do something hot with Tim. Lobster and Scramble for Tim's album, so you guys check that out. Look for that. But right now, all I want to see is Can I Get Her? That was Jay-Z at the number 12 spot with Can I Get Her from the album In My Lifetime Volume 2 and also from the Rush Hour soundtrack. I had the pleasure of meeting Jay-Z at Lil' Kim's video Crush on You. He came with Biggie and he's a very cool, laid-back guy, just like his video. So props to you, Jay-Z. And up next, we've got someone who has collaborated with Jay-Z. It is a Rough Rider from Yonkers. I think you guys know who I'm talking about, so stay tuned. It's my favorite videos.
Jay-Z and I are very good friends, and we've hung out a lot, and that happens in the business a lot. If you have friends in the industry and people see you together, they assume that, you're dating or you're with that person. Then that's not the case with Jay and I. Now, as far as my personal life is concerned, I don't really discuss it, and the reason I don't is because when you become a public figure, your life really belongs to people. It belongs to the public, and that's fine. That comes with the territory, but there's some things you have to hold on and keep for yourself, and that part of my life is definitely for me, so I don't discuss my relationship status.
What's up, baby girl? Well, I had to talk to you again. It's been a long time. Missing you. Tim is missing you. Missy's missing you. Rashad is missing you. Your mom is missing you. Your pop is missing you. Dame is missing you. Damn, we missing you. Woo! All we listen to is all the different news. 4-page letters in addition to. Have you ever loved somebody? Used to get the party poppin'. We used to party hot. We used to be in the Hamptons, party a lot. We was the breakfast club. You was the part of the rock. We used to make up special names for the food we ate. Remember cereal pie, one of your favorite plates? Well, Dame told me tell you he's doing well due to the circumstances. It could have been Bellevue, but I ain't gotta tell you. You looking over us, our little angel. But you know what? Brooklyn's missing you. Detroit is missing you. New Orleans missing you. Philly's Billy's missing you. Your uncle's missing you. Your family's missing you. Your fans is missing you. Valerie's missing you. Damn, we missing you.
Long and I'm lost without you.
Yes. Now Star is mad, I won't grant him an interview. Now he's dissing me, cause he dissed you. Can you believe the nerve of this dude? Cause of your memory, I won't bring it to pistol.
Red flag. Here we go. So you mean to tell me that you decided on your own volition to hop on her I Miss You song and you were supposed to put that as a tribute. However, you ended up talking about violence in the song that's supposed to be about Aaliyah. Now, granted, I understand your frustration because that radio host needs to be at the bottom of the ocean for mocking the death of a young woman who did nothing to anybody and just lived her life and literally gave us music and talent that can go on for generations and generations. Not only that, but other people lost their lives in the process. And it was a disgusting segment of a radio show. We will cover that in Aaliyah's case study. But for now, let's circle back to Brother Hov. I'm trying to figure out why you had to mention this in the song. Oh, I know. Because you had a vendetta. So you see, let's get into the Dame and Jay-Z beef. Because we have to talk about that before we could even get to the R. Kelly and Jay-Z Best of Both Worlds mess. Around the time of Aaliyah's passing, I was in high school. It was devastating for all of us because we really loved her music. And so her passing meant something to us. So this is why I decided to dedicate this segment to her story, because even though it's been many years, it feels like yesterday, and sis deserves the justice. I feel like she never got to really live out her life, and it really is unfair. Now, while I was in high school, I was introduced to a Shakespearean play, Othello. Many of you probably know the remake that was made with Mekhi Phifer and Josh Hartnett. Othello was a Moorish general in the Venetian army, and he had a junior officer, that's what we would consider it today, by the name of Iago. And Iago was a jealous, hating ass man. Not only did Othello excel in his career, he also ended up marrying Desdemona, which was the woman that Iago had set his eyes on. And he could not stand it. Iago had a plan, and his master plan was to manipulate Othello into thinking that Desdemona was sleeping with Cassio. He was plotting to end his whole entire life. All that jealousy and hate that Iago felt, he transferred that energy, and so Othello got so angry that he unalived Desdemona. In the end, he realized that she was innocent this whole time, and Iago was the one who caused the chaos. So Othello decided to harm himself, and Iago ended up going to jail. Red flag.
Like I said, I've been doing this since VHS. I put out independent VHS, drove across the country, New York, Houston, LA, wherever, to all the one stops we used to have back then when I was doing my tunnel thing. And I would sell them $1,000 a box wholesale. Then the format changed over to DVD, so on and so forth. Then they went to MP3s, so on and so. Right. But getting back to 2000, the Park Building, Little Kim had an album release party. Jay came in with Aaliyah. I went over to them to interview them, right? Jay said, yo, yeah, you could do it, but do it separate. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't want the world to know Aaliyah was his chick, right? Why not? Jay's always been private like that. Even when he was dating Beyoncé, it was a secret.
Music has lost many very talented artists. I got a chance to interview some of them before they passed away.
Hold it down with the lovely Aaliyah. What's going on, Aaliyah?
What's up? How you doing? I'm good. Been a while. Sure has been a while.
I caught you at Summer Jam last week.
Did you lie? Thank you, baby.
The movie was incredible. I like the movie.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Did you ever audition for the movie Romeo Must Die?
Yeah, I had to do a screen test in order to get the part. So yeah.
How was it working with Jet Li?
Amazing. He is the best. Absolute best.
You have any other movie roles coming up soon?
I'm reading a lot of scripts, so hopefully something will be coming up soon.
So the usual problems, the girl problems, were you ever around them when they were like, when she was in the room with them? Like, did you ever see like the competitiveness? Who had her at one point?
Well, I seen Jay when Jay was with her first, right? Okay. So I've seen Jay at parties with Aaliyah.
example, Little Kim's album release party at the Puck Building. Right. In about 2000. I went to Jay. He came in with Aaliyah. They was together. Right. They may even been holding hands. Right. And I went over to them to interview. I'm like, yo, can I interview y'all? And Jay was like, nah, not together. Like, you know, we could do it separate. Be low about it. Right. Yeah, but if you go to like Getty Images, Johnny Nunez was with me that day. Not together, but we both was covering the party. I did video, he did pictures. You'll see the pictures of Jay. He got on the Golden State jersey and Aaliyah together.
Wow.
Yeah, just Google Jay-Z, Aaliyah, Little Kim album release at the Puck Building.
So real quick, I want to pause on this because it seems like Jay has a type. Or was he trying to find a certain person to fit maybe the things that he was after as far as a brand? Because it seemed like he's trying to get the R&B singer girl. Do you find any like coincidence there? Given that he's with Beyonce now, given that I've heard people compare Beyonce to Aaliyah.
Biggie was with Faith, you know.
Or is it just the star quarterback and the cheerleader?
It's trying to, it's called cross-marketing. Smart from him. Like, Jay wouldn't be who he is today without Beyonce, right?
Right.
So he understood cross-marketing of the brands through relationships. And that's what he was. He dated Blue Cantrell.
Right.
You know, it was, you know, a few of them, but he had to find the one that he could go public with, and it was Beyonce.
Right.
You know, and even when he was with Beyonce, he was sneaking around at first until he felt comfortable enough to say, oh, this is my girl. You gotta remember, she was with a bunch of dudes before him.
Right. So where does Dame enter the picture of Aaliyah?
He backdoored this man.
He just blatantly stole her, or did they kind of like fall out?
He backdoored his man. He's shooting at her, knowing that his man is interested in her. Got in her head. You know, Jay running around, not wanting to be, you know, public. Like, and Dame said the right things to get her ear, and she went that way.
So do you think it's fair for Jay to feel some type of way towards Dame if he kind of snaked?
Yeah, because he tried it with Beyonce too. When we was at the Change Clothes video shoot, Dame was trying to shoot at Beyonce too, and that was it for Jay. Like, damn, you took Aaliyah, like now you shooting at like this one too. Like, I really like this one, man. I might even marry her.
The day that Dame Dash decided to pursue Aaliyah was the day that he sealed his fate. This battle was going to be bigger than Armageddon. We are dealing with two fire signs here. We got a Sagittarius and a Leo. Let's also add the fact that we're dealing with two cluster B demons, allegedly. And as you all know, fire and fire creates an explosion.
Shout out to Jessica and that cheetah. That cheetah is killing him, honey. Go ahead, honey. Made me miss the play, get the wrong man to error. All I'm thinking to girls, when you walk toward me, walk behind me because you throw me off.
It's all right.
Nick that booty out! Nick that booty out! Go ahead, girl!
Okay, at least hit it. You hit it. That's gonna be like,
That picture is from Bad Boy Weekend. I remember Stacey Dash and Aaliyah, they was on Rockefeller team, and Bad Boy had their artists and stuff like that, and they were all playing softball up there in the Hamptons. And later on, Puff gave a white party. A week later, Aaliyah died in a plane crash, you know, after that party.
So much stuff going on.
But I hear Aaliyah was a big point for you, was it not? Absolutely. It was a... How so? Because I know what kind of company she was in. It's the kind of company that we all as artists, you know, young artists that don't know and that are not aware, we end up drinking and partying and no one tells us the truth. And that's the environment I believe that she was in. And that's why I feel like that could have just been me on that plane. You know what I'm saying? Because no one was telling her probably the truth, and no one was telling me the truth. I had someone say to me, girl, it's okay to drink and be promiscuous. I mean, right in the middle of me doing these things. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna do it. And now when I had the wake up call, I was like, I can't believe someone actually said that to me. Like, it's okay to spin and just be a mess.
When you got with Aaliyah, she wasn't coming in needing anything from you.
That's what was attractive about it. You know, we both wanted the same stuff. Like she was a girl that, you know, had a point of view, and it was like, you know, she was known at one time younger for being a little thuggish looking girl or whatever, but she really acted like somewhat of a non-urban chick. You know what I mean? Like
she saw business.
She just was like a white girl. You know what I mean? Like when you talk to her, it wasn't no hood shit with it at all. Not even a little bit. She understood it, you know, and that was like me kind of, you know what I mean? Like I do talk, like I'm articulate, I know, you know what I'm saying? With a little bit of slang going on with it, but you know, overall I went to private school, you know, so we liked a lot of the same things. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, you know, she just had, we had the same perspective. Like we were very authentic black, but we had other experiences. So imagine this, you know, I had a crew, you know, so we always, we good here, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. We were cocky. So, you know, my job was to do that. Like I'm talking about, I went at everybody. You know, it was ridiculous.
It was or not. It was
just I had to go. I had to try. I had to. So I was going at it, but you know, Jay was going at it. So he knew it before I did.
But it was just like friendship.
Nah, it just ended up that way. Like it just ended up
spending time and hanging out.
Nah, we just had a friend to come. Like it's a story. It's definitely a story.
What's so funny, Milk Dud Head? Red flag. See, I was supposed to call it a while ago, but I was letting the interview flow. First of all, what do you mean she speaks like a white girl? This is how ignorant he sounds. I went to private school and I could talk about other things, but you know, she talked like a white girl. See, what the problem is he's used to dealing with girls from around the way. Or was, because judging by his track record, he sure has gone light bright and damn near white. So I guess being with a suburban girl was not an issue for you after all. Damn. Let's continue to hear what was so damn funny. And I hope the story is good because you need to pack it up. The fact that you were able to bag Aaliyah just lets me know that sis didn't even have time to change her pattern, y'all. And that's really sad. If she were alive today, she would be hella embarrassed. So when you're young, it's cute to be with a guy like Dame Dash, but then once you evolve, you ditch him. I do not think for 1 second that sis would have lasted with this man. He is a whole dumpster fire and more.
Aaliyah was the type of girl that would give you a shot. You know what I mean? Like she didn't care what people thought or whatever, so she'll date you. But and be a friend, you know what I mean? But it would be that you might end up in the friend zone. A lot of times that's what happened. So you would like she just wasn't, or at least that was my experience.
She wasn't just open like that.
It just wasn't. You wasn't gonna just hit that. Nah. At least that was my experience. Somebody else may have had a different experience at a different time in her life, but that's how I experienced it. Just how it was. Like it wasn't, you know. And we just ended up all hanging out a lot. You know what I'm saying? In the same place, you know.
He said come out to the Hamptons for the weekend. It was part of a story. So, of course, I brought my flip-flops. It's the Hamptons. Beach. Hello? So we're having dinner in the house. Lobster. And we're at a table of 8. Jay-Z and Dame are at the other end of the table. I'm down here, sitting across from Aaliyah. She's gorgeous. She's lovely. She's got this very sweet spirit that just evades out of her. And I'm like, I really want to talk to her. But she talks in this little tiny voice, almost at a whisper. And she's super shy. So it takes a lot of little prodding and little comments just to get her to say anything. And when I get her talking, I really have to work mentally to cut out the other voices in the room just to be able to hear her. So I'm like straining and I'm like trying to quiet the rest of the conversation. But there's a lot of conversation going on the other side of the table. I'm listening to Aaliyah. I'm working hard to hear Aaliyah and the little things that she's saying. And in the background, I can hear Jay is talking and he's telling a story and people are giggling. And like for Aaliyah's like little flute that I can barely hear, Jay is like this trumpet that's going in the background. And then suddenly the trumpet stops, Jay stops, and there's a moment of awkwardness. But I'm like, that's their conversation. I don't care. I'm trying to listen to Aaliyah. It's really hard to hear her. And then here comes Dame, like a big loud tuba, saying, listen to me, listen to me. And he's got that cadence. He's roasting someone, and he is loud, and the audience at the table is howling. And he is roasting someone for filth. And then something catches my attention. Dave says, what do you do when someone is telling a story about wearing flip-flops and you're wearing flip-flops? So now I kind of clue into their conversation like, so what are y'all talking about? But I'm not saying anything. I'm just trying to listen, read the room, try to figure out what's really going on over there. And I'm listening to Dame, and I'm looking at the faces, and I'm like, oh, he's roasting me. Okay, what's going on? And I realize, okay, Jay was telling a story where the punchline was, and a brother was wearing flip-flops. Brother's not what he said. And then he realized that I was wearing flip-flops, and that might be embarrassing to me, so he stopped. But then he realized, and Dame realized, that I had not reacted to Jay telling a story about wearing flip-flops. So then they're like, oh, he's pretending to not hear. So what do you do when someone is mocking people wearing flip-flops and you're wearing flip-flops? Do you freeze like a roach in the light and not say anything and pretend you didn't hear? That was a wild weekend.
Red flag. Oh, Brother Torre. Bless your heart. Bless your heart. You still have this innocence to you, and I'm glad you do. Please keep it. Because for the rest of us who have dealt with cluster B individuals, we know that this wasn't just a simple mistake, and he wasn't looking out for you. I hope you know that. Now, what really happened is that you were talking to their prize, which was Aaliyah. I gotta say it like that because that's how these type of men see her. What seemed like a normal joke to you in exchange was anything but that. Let's start first with the story about the flip-flops. Okay, if you grew up in an urban neighborhood, you already know how we used to crack on each other. And one of the methods that people use to crack on each other, and if you don't know what crack is, I'm not talking about the powder crack. I'm talking about you making a joke about people.
Fucking shiesty on, bro.
I can't?
No.
Why?
You look stupid.
Okay.
Take that shit off.
But why can't I have it on? Let's hear some racist shit. Why can't I have it on? Why can't I have it on?
You don't have a neck.
You're like, Buzz Lightyear.
He said he look like Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, I'll be that. Can I stand up? But why can't I have it on?
Ends up happening when you have a cracking session, especially when you have somebody like you, Touré, because you're not from where they're from. So they see you as kind of like a green type of person, like, you know, somebody they could play with. Jay-Z did not just happen to come up with a story about flip-flops. He was probably talking about somebody's raggedy ass flip-flops, and it wasn't about you directly, but indirectly everybody knew who it was about. And then they got silent for a reason, because they wanted you to feel embarrassed because you were talking to their girl, and they didn't know if you were gonna get information from her, or maybe they just didn't want you around her. Whatever the stupid reason was, I promise you it did not warrant you being the butt of a joke, especially while you're wearing flip-flops at the Hamptons. That's why it didn't make sense to you, because you're like, I'm at the beach. What's the problem with wearing flip-flops? It's because you're preppy. They're not. So they're making fun of you for being preppy. Remember Dame Dash was talking about when she done like a white girl? That's how they see people like you, who grew up in suburbia. Now let's add the cluster B element to it. We're gonna go right back to the Mental Health Center of America's article. Cluster B individuals, they love to be the center of attention. And when that doesn't happen, they feel like they are entitled to create a scene or uproar to gain that attention, because all eyes need to be on them at all times, especially because we all know that they were vying for Aaliyah's attention. I'm going to assume that they were still in competition mode at this point in time, and they were trying to get Aaliyah to see who was the funnier one. This is where you're getting all of this weird ass bravado and ego.
So I'm in the helicopter with Jay-Z, Aaliyah, and Dame Dash. Normally I tell y'all funny stories, but this one is different. So I'm in the helicopter late at night going from Brooklyn to Manhattan with the crew. They're the crew. I'm the reporter doing a story on Jay. I'm just hanging with them. When I'm out with these sort of people, my notepad is in hand at all times. My pen is in my hand. I'm not pretending like we're friends. I know I'm clear with them. I'm here reporting. Now, I've been doing stories on them for years, so there's some familiarity, but I'm the reporter. The pecking order is clear. So, I'm in the helicopter. It's 10 or 11 p.m. I think we were over the East River, and it's completely pitch black. I can't see anything. Not only is it night and it's dark, but we're in a cloud, so we're like, can't see 1 foot in front of the helicopter. I can't see my hand or my pad to write. And this goes on for a couple of minutes flying in total darkness, and I'm getting scared. Have no idea where we are in space. Is there something right in front of us that we're about to crash into? A building, a plane? I have no idea. But I can't say anything. I'm the reporter. I gotta play it cool. Maybe this is normal in this sort of thing. I kind of sense like we're all kind of stressed out and nervous, but I mean, maybe that was just me, but kind of sitting near Jay-Z, and he's too cool for school at all times, never gonna admit that he's scared, so he's not gonna say anything. And I'm sitting right near Aaliyah, and she's super shy, and she barely ever talks, so she's not about to say anything. And we're going along like this, in the dark, helicopter, tense, nervous, for several minutes, like a good long time, and I'm starting to feel a heart attack coming up. Like we've been in the dark for a good minute, and it's getting mentally claustrophobic. Finally, Dame turns to the pilot and he says, "Yo, can you see at all?" Super rude. The pilot's like, "Oh, sorry, he could totally see, but he did not realize that we couldn't see," flicks on a light, and boom, now we can see. So then Jay looks at me and he goes, "Admit it, you were shook." What? Then he blurts out a laugh at my expense, cutting the tension. But whatever, man, I know you were scared.
Yeah, and we just, it was weird. The story be told, it'll be, it's a deep story. Not deep, but it was just but you know, like I met her someplace different, and I spent time with her someplace different. In LA, actually. I was in an environment and we weren't in that environment. You know what I mean? Right. And we were able to see each other on that level as friends. You know what I mean? And then we were all put in a position where, you know, we were all friends. And we just went, and one 4th of July just worked out. You know what I'm saying? Right. You know, I was, of course I was always trying, but we developed a real friendship before that. Right. You know what I mean? But it was always apprehension because other people were trying to get at me. You know what I'm saying? First. You know what I mean? So I had to, but then it was just like, it was just like, fuck it. You know what I mean?
There was never no conversations about that though, with the other people getting at her. I know, it was like,
because it wasn't like that. It wasn't like, I didn't know I was going to end up being like that with her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just happened.
It just gradually, like it just started as a friendship. It ended up like that. So when it was going down and the base of it was happening, you know, she just was another girl at the time. You know what I mean? But then when we hung out, I was like, damn, this is my homie. You know what I'm saying? It was more like she was my, you know what I mean? Like we just hung out. Like that was my dude. Like, you know what I'm saying? Paul, like that was my little man's type shit.
Red flag. Oh, it just gets worse and worse, doesn't it? Can somebody let me know? Are all the men in New York like this? New York men have the worst PR. We need to pack these men right up.
Meaning that we kicked it so much and had so much fun. You know whose relationship reminds me of it? You're on Cameron's Twitter at all?
Yeah.
Him and Juju. Yeah. That relationship reminds me of Aaliyah and mine.
Cameron and Juju Dame. Who are you going to say was your inspiration next? Chrissy and Jim Jones?
My wife has to be a whore. If I get married, she gotta be a whore.
Come on, man.
No, because a slut and a hoe is bitches that fuck everybody. A whore is somebody in bed that's just nasty. You got to be nasty if you're gonna be my wife. Like, you gotta be a full-blown whore in there.
Now, how long you guys been engaged now?
I guess back in 2 years.
Have y'all talked about a date?
No.
Y'all don't even talk about a date?
I mean, we talk about a wedding, but let's let it happen when time is right.
Okay.
I, asked him to marry me initially because I felt like in our relationship we needed movement.
Mm-hmm.
There was no evolution going on. We were doing the same thing the same way. And I didn't want a commitment for marriage, but I wanted a commitment to a plan.
Red flag. You got Cameron on one hand talking about he want his wife to be a whore. And then you have Jim Jones on the other hand doodling on his damn paper like a damn toddler when they talking about a serious topic. Wrap these dusty New York men right up.
They're more like friends and
they hang out hard. They were hanging out the other day and I was telling him that. He was like, I know. I didn't want to say nothing, but yeah. He saw how we used to be.
Right.
Like we used to be snap. Like she used to like to snap. Then she was funny. She used to like to laugh a lot. You know what I mean?
Right.
Was you and R. Kelly ever cool at any point?
Why? He's an R&B. I'm not an R&B. No disrespect to R&B because I'm cool with Tyrese. But we have these things. Like sometimes I'll be like, that's that R&B shit you doing. You know what I mean? I'm not R&B like that. I wasn't hanging out with no R&B. I just couldn't. I think the fact that Jay was fucking with him is what used to blow my mind.
Red flag. You sure about that, brother Damon? Isn't that your dented milk dud head in Jay-Z and R. Kelly's video Fiesta? Who is that there? That's not your head? I could tell them dent ripples from anywhere. Please, who you trying to fool? You're just as bad as your cluster B bestie.
More than anything. Like I feel like I don't know why he wants to fuck with this guy so much. Like why?
Do you want me to spell it out for you, Milk Dud Dome? Jay-Z was trying to get revenge. Remember, you took his girl, allegedly. And then you tried to take his other girl, allegedly. Also, Aaliyah chose you. And he probably felt slighted. You know how he gets when he's territorial and whatnot. Do we need to go over that part once again? Roar, roar! He's like a damn pit bull. Let me tell you what his master plan is. In my mind, if I were to come up with a fictional, non-fictional, maybe true to life story, I would say that he had a plan to turn his new girl into the girl he couldn't get. And once Aaliyah passed away, he decided that it was the perfect moment to replace her with the new Aaliyah. Because remember, Aaliyah was a bigger star than Beyoncé at that time. So let's piece something together. Jay-Z was not the top hip-hop artist of his era. It was actually Biggie and Tupac, maybe even Busta Rhymes. Biggie was that dude in New York.
Biggie, what? Go Biggie, what? Go Biggie.
I guess I'm supposed to round up.
Hey, go Biggie, what? What?
Actually, I can go round. Yeah, hurry up. You wanna sit more on the living room? Like Nintendo with seasoning? No.
He only became hip-hop's top rapper when Biggie passed. Now fast forward to 2001 when Aaliyah passed. In my opinion, if Aaliyah was still alive, Beyoncé would not be as big as she is right now. That's my opinion.
This is not making the video. This is making the movie.
This is not like making a music video, man. This is a movie.
You know, making a video, well, this is making a movie.
Basically, it's a love story. It's in the essence of Carmen, the opera.
People have seen musicals where there was singing, full out singing, but we've got full out rapping, and the rapping drives the story.
Where the brother by my side at?
Yo, you really need to stop that.
Get it right.
It's not even like that.
You get to look at Beyoncé for a good hour and a half. What more do you want?
I'm Beyoncé, and I play Carmen Brown. Carmen is very risque, and I wouldn't do any of the stuff that she does.
My name is Mekhi Phifer. My character's name is Derek Hill. I play a cop.
What did I say before earlier? Keep it moving, keep it moving. No cameras here. Look. He's a cool cat, upright, righteous type of person.
First of all, it's Lieutenant, Sergeant.
Most Def, Lieutenant Frank Miller. Remember my name, Miller! I'm Mekhi's boss.
I'm Joy, and I play Nikki. That's Carmen's best friend, me and Rod Digger.
I am Rod Digger, and my character's name is Rashida.
Added to the cast, we've got cameos from Little Bow Wow to Jermaine Dupri, to Brat, and Wycliffe as a fortune teller in the scene that sees something in Carmen's life.
No. I don't wanna go. Just let me stay home.
She a little wrong, man. She ruined somebody's whole life. And I just don't want anybody to think that I'm anything like Carmen Brown, because I'm not.
What are you talking about? Weren't you the one that said we were going to spend the rest of our lives together? What happened to that?
The rest? I can't think about the rest right now, Hill. I can only think about today, and today I'm staying here.
My character is in a relationship. I get wooed by Beyonce's character, Carmen.
Basically, they go through this whole love triangle, and she seduces him.
We wind up having a relationship. Then our relationship takes a turn for the bad.
She gets him all mixed up with the law.
We go through trials and tribulations, and leads up to our big finish.
They finally decided to drop the charges. I said I was going to pay for all the damages. You ready? Yeah. What? Wait 1 second, girlfriend.
Please, you know Nick ain't trying to hear that. Tell her she ain't coming up on somebody's door. Watch her have a stroke.
You got jokes, man.
Broke man in the future, 3 kids.
Okay. I see Princess of Nuggets. I see some dollars. Where them dollars at, girlfriend?
Oh, where the dollars at?
Alright, I see Blaze. He's gonna be in town next month for his show. After party at the spot. You know I'm gonna have to push up, right?
No, we got some.
You ready?
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
I see. The star? Oh my God, I'm sitting next to a star right now.
That's my record deal right there, y'all. So you know when Blaze decided to dump you, you can come be my personal assistant.
Whatever. Anyhow, you ready to go? Come on.
Ready to go. Ready?
It's gonna be a lot of fun being at the spot tonight.
Let's go.
I'm in for the night, ladies.
He's about that cop, ain't it?
His name is Derek. And I don't know, y'all. It's something different about him. It's like we were meant to be together.
That's some damn cards talking.
It may be. But the cards never lie. And besides, you know I love me a man in a uniform.
Alright, we out.
Okay.
Bye, ladies.
Later, potato.
Bye.
Don't stop. And we got free tickets to the explosive after party for the platinum recording artist Blaze. You heard it, ladies. Mr. B to the L to the A-Z-E himself.
Dear Hill.
Whoa. It's this place. Let's do it.
Go now, play first.
All right.
You went first last time.
Good.
So I'm going first this time.
You have every reason to smile.
All right. Down, Nikki.
Oh. Music, double platinum, quadruple platinum.
Come on, that's right.
Okay. I think y'all should go now.
Yeah, right, come on. I want to hear about my house in Malibu.
Ain't no house in Malibu.
I mean, I can do it myself.
Oh, see, he's really tripping.
It's not that deep. Spell Carmen, Hollywood.
Here we go. Ruin.
Next.
Sarah.
Whatever.
Something ain't right. I'm shuffle these cards up a little bit.
I need to be shuffling.
This is a good one right here. You got it, girl. You got it. Death.
I think you need to reshuffle them cards.
Don't even trip on those cards, yo.
The cards never lie, my last breath a sigh. And now I think about if it's my time to die. I don't know what I was thinking, steady wasting time with healing. I need to live my life because my time is unforgiving. I can't understand how my life changed around. Manifest my destiny, is it the brown underground? Blue skies are turning gray and it's the point of indecision. Believing in the card, you must respect its every vision.
Girlfriend, get your mind online. Don't spend your time cause you can't waste your time. Every day like it's your last, but you must fear divine. Intervention comes and snatch up all your dreams from behind. Love, you feel it and you got to let them know it. Love your heart and that's the feeling that you go with. If you have a dream, you need to go and let them know it. Cause you could wake up in the morning and it could be over.
No, 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 no. I don't wanna go. Just let me stay home. Let me dream, let me see another dawn.
Video was shot in Miami, part of it, and then it was kind of added on that she would have to go to the Bahamas to shoot some footage. She really didn't want to get, when she saw the little plane, you know, she really wasn't too comfortable with that, you know.
When she actually was saw the plane, she we had the Blackberries, and she said, "I don't like this plane." And I was like, "Well, don't get on it." And she's like, "Well, I got to because I got work to do." She got on the plane, and she always had a very serious fear of planes in general. So she had to overcome a fear to get on that plane on the way there.
Ooh, the water. I'm more nervous. I'm just swimming out, but I'm so nervous. It's pretty picture.
Hey man, how you doing? What are you up to? 6 foot.
You did everything just like how we said what we were gonna do.
See, we're happy.
Same deal as we always do. Just all the lights are right in the water. So when you go down there, it's literally like a set down.
That's when you see me.
So here's our blue screen. All right. Our ring light is in front of you. Everything at first is just about to
That ring light all come up? All but one.
You good?
Pretty good.
Should we do more gloss, you think?
Yeah, we should do it next.
Makeup? Go.
I'm ready to go down there. Excited. Let's see what it looks like.
You know, can I pull your hair out?
We're giving Ariel, mermaid, down. Yes, pull it out.
The inspiration behind these stones underwater, well, first of all, Hype wanted to do something really dramatic because she'd be driving underwater. So we came up with the idea to do stones. We couldn't use fake eyelashes because the eyelashes, the glue wouldn't adhere. So it was a little difficult, but I think the final outcome was really, really cool.
Can't if they're working or not.
This is also on blue screen. I don't know what's gonna be behind me actually though. I guess ocean. Oh, don't even try. Yes, I mean it could be anything, but I don't know. Maybe ocean. It should be very beautiful. I think a lot of glamour. This is my glamour love, my glamour shot.
We're gonna line up
rhinestones, fabric, all of that. So he wasn't there. Try to get it done quickly. I don't know how long I can last in the day.
Head back. Okay. And there's a right over near there. There's a waist.
Something in a car. What do you see?
You know what? Let's go ahead.
Ready?
No. That's what we did last time.
Yep.
Whenever they were ready, just pull it out when they were shooting, and then.
No, we're not saying that.
Do that, but slight. Let's wait out that.
We're here in the Bahamas now. After the difficult scene, the underwater scene. It was actually fun. I like to swim. I've always been a kid that like, water in the pool, mind you, that kind of water. But had a little bit of difficulty at first with the breath regulator. Just couldn't handle it. Had a few moments of panic with that. You have to really take the time out to teach your body how to breathe underwater. So we let go of that. So I ended up having to hold my breath and shoot the scenes. And it was difficult. It was 15 feet deep, so it was a lot of pressure. And but it was worth it because we got some really pretty shots out of it. And now we're here in fun and sun in the Bahamas.
What's up, what's up? This is Beyoncé on the red carpet with one of the hottest female artists out here, Miss Aaliyah. How you doing, girl?
It's so good to see you again.
You too. She's just looking fabulous. What are you wearing tonight?
I'm wearing Gucci shoes, Gucci. Got a little Indian jewelry working.
Oh, that is hot.
I'm going to show you a move that I do. It's a signature move of mine. I do it in a lot of my videos. I call it the belly roll. So you want to start by moving your hips side to side and then moving it around and around and around. And that's it. So if you're over 80, don't try that. It may be bad for your health.
Now, what little belly dance thing you was doing?
Oh, okay. I was a dance major in high school. I just graduated. So
Do a little belly dance for me. What's the belly dance?
Alright, so it's an isolation when we learn in dance class. And it's an exercise. If you put it all together, you got the whole belly thing going. So you want to
Yeah, I can do that.
you go side to side first.
Side to side, okay.
Back, forward.
Let me get my belly up.
What's going on? Time to shoot.
Everyone else, please. Stand up. Play back. Okay, let's go again. Camera comes up. And we push it in a bit.
We'll play with it. If we don't do it with this one, we can do it with something else. We'll do it with the whiteboard.
That'd be hot.
Let me watch it. All right. Some fringes. Wait, watch your head. Watch your
head.
I got you.
I'm going grape mouth on this one. See, like you get red lollipops, you get red mouth. So you get grape one, you get grape mouth.
Boy, if you don't shut your fat-headed ass up, whole bunch of hot air coming out your damn mouth because your name is hype. All it is hype. Get off my damn screen.
Right now we're getting ready to do the dance. Excited about that.
Yeah, they're not great white.
It'll take me a few times just to get it right, get it perfect, but that's up next. So that means big baby. Sure you're there. It's my sister Timo. She gives me the dope moves, as you see. Beautiful, sexy routine. Mm-hmm, beautiful, sexy routine.
Of the sexiness.
Sexiness. Ooh. Wow. Oh. damn girl, but yes, beautiful, sexy.
I had to get approval of every move from Diane.
Diane. Got run everything by my mother. Like, ooh, Diane's not gonna go for, okay. Diane goes for some things, but gotta pull it back.
Choreography for Rock the Boat was pretty much based on just influences all over the world for me. I just recently came back from Africa, so I picked up a couple moves that the girls do. Also reggae. I love reggae, and it's very dance hall music. The way the girls wind and move is very sexy, and this song is extremely sexy. So kind of incorporating all of that into this Rock the Boat.
See, that was soon. Taking me a minute to get the steps. We only had 3 days this time for rehearsal for the quick video, so still like tightening and tweaking as we shoot, but it's coming together. Feeling good. This is Chris Maldonado. Chris Maldonado does my makeup, as you can see. It's patting me down and makes me beautiful. He's wonderful. Stop it. This was Eric Foreman. A lot of people already know Eric Foreman. He's a star. He's a rock star. He's dope. And anyway, they've had enough shine. Now it's back to me. Get me while the wind is blowing so you get my drama. Stop. This is a green screen, as you know, green screen shoot, put everything in post. It's going to be tidal waves. So we'll see the big, beautiful green and blue tidal waves going on in the back. Water around us as well. We're dancing in water. It'll be hot, it'll be pretty. It's going to be a really pretty video. Really simple, which I love. I love simple things, but very beauteous. I love it. Very beautiful and very gorgeous. So, all right, peace. Got work to do. Get out of here. Good morning. Good early morning. What is it now? 6? We've been up since 3 doing hair and makeup to get the beautiful sunrise shine. Sometimes what you gotta do. It can be painful, but hey, it's all for the good of the video. Very islandy today. Island. Old bangles. It's the wrong. I'm giving you island down.
Make sure the guy hot is walking away in his farmer's shirt. It's the house. Not the house.
It's beautiful though. Look at that. Did you catch that? So pretty. Rock the boat.
Can't say it's true, it's baby. Work it, baby, work it, baby. Something. There is something I want you. Use yourself. Never ever used it.
Playback, Andre.
Yeah. And we, you know you make me float. You really get me high.
When I'm working alone with Aaliyah, I'm able to do more freestyle stuff, more stuff that maybe I would naturally do with the song that doesn't work with like a group of people. So I kind of get in there and I demonstrate well, this is how I'm feeling if I'm, the artist. Like, I live out my dreams of being an artist through Aaliyah, definitely, because she's on my same vibe and everything. So it's perfect.
I really enjoyed myself, but I think tomorrow's going to be even hotter. I'll see you then on the beach.
Talked to Beyonce about a month ago and talked about Baby Boy. She wanted something that felt a little India meets Jamaican meets Africa. Houston's ghetto. Right. Okay. Fashion. And right now we're having a little trouble with her hair blowing the right way. You know, her hair has to blow the right way, so she looks great. You know what I mean?
Roll playback. And we're gonna haul too. Okay, now come start low. Let's start low. Yeah.
Yo, dirty, yeah. Dirty, yo. Beyoncé, sing it now, yo.
As you can see, it's raining, right? When we were about to start the scene, it started pouring down.
I know that's right. The spirit of Aaliyah said, not today. That's what you get for copying and stealing and thieving Beyonce. You know that concept was from Baby Girl. Please, you took her whole stilo for this video for your first album. We all know where you got your inspo from.
It's gonna stop. We're in Miami, so it rains all the time. These are the things you never can predict. And I know I'm just praying that it'll stop. Because it's not good at all.
Hey, access granted. I'm Monty Greenlee, first AD on the Beyoncé Baby Boy video. Right now we're on day 3, and we've got lucky with the weather over the first 2 days, and right now we're catching up with us a little bit. We've had quite a bit of rain delays this morning. Probably going on about an hour and a half, 2 hours right now with the rain, and weather service just gave us an hour window that lasted about 10 minutes. So we're just watching the sky, see what happens. Hopefully we'll be able to make the day with what we have. It's a lighter day, so we should be able to do that. We'll see.
Obviously, the frustration at the moment is that we're now all ready and we want to film something, and maybe we can because the sun's just come out and the rain stopped. So let's go and get on with that now.
Right, slide in. All right, go. And roll playback.
The rain, we were teaching her some new steps right on the spot. She's a pro.
Today was a pretty dramatic day.
Yeah, it was hard because like the weather, we were fighting the weather. We were fighting the elements all day. We were trying to get like some stuff with the girls dancing with Beyonce over here on the decking. And basically the storms came in and it wasn't only the rain, it was like the danger of the lightning hitting the equipment. And so we had to stop completely.
It wasn't really easy, but it turned out hot.
But like we say, pain is temporary, but film is forever.
You're very, very right.
Y'all gotta remember, I grew up with these artists. So when we saw Aaliyah, she was major. Beyonce, to me and to us, people in my generation, was up and coming. That's why it's hard for some millennials to get behind Beyonce like that. We like her music, but don't see her as better or greater than the past artists. And the reason why is because we are the generation that grew up with BET, MTV, not social media. We saw Aaliyah in real time. I remember when she came out with the one I gave my heart to, Hot Like Fire. She was a big part of a lot of our childhoods. She was ahead of her time. If you listen to a lot of her songs, they were very futuristic. She had her own style. There was just something about her that was very unique and authentic. Same thing with Biggie.
I was in the house. Actually, I just got off the phone with him. You know, I was talking to him on the phone, and he was, he just like so happy. He was ecstatic, like, yo, because I was supposed to go out there probably like in 2 days. I was gonna go that day, but I was just moving, and I was just came back from somewhere, and I wanted to be out there. So it was like oh yeah, Playboy, like just screaming on the phone, music in the background. I was like groggy and tired, like talking on the phone, like, yo, I'll be out there tomorrow, the next day. You know what I mean? Oh, you missing this? It's just like real happy. And then like I hung up the phone, and the phone rang again, like maybe like a half hour behind that. But see, Because I spoke to him, like I just spoke to him. I was like, nah. You know, like I immediately dismissed it, like, you know, you bugging. He was like, you know, something happened, I'm telling you. Son, my man Gotti had called me. So I was like, nah, go make sure, go find out. You know what I mean? I think that's the room I just got finished speaking to, you know? So,
of a setting when you were with him, and the funniest thing.
Wow. Oh, like him and Dame used to have these drunk contests. You can say that on TV, like it's good. Like I could just call away with. Like him and Dame, they used to see each other and just try to drink each other under the table. And I think it had to be like Bobby Brown or Whitney Houston. One of their birthdays at Carbon in one of them clubs in the city, and they going at it, they buying all kind of bottles. And now the funny thing about it, everybody's trying to find a place to throw up. Like Dame, he's sneaking over there. I'm watching him throw up. He throws up, and Big he had a big black mink on, so he's throwing up. He got on the mink, so that's where we got the stink mink.
And that's what is that what y'all used to call him?
Yeah, he's had the black mink. It's called the stink mink.
People always say, if Biggie hadn't passed, Hov wouldn't be here.
That's ridiculous, right? I mean, I was here while Biggie was here, you know. The way we were working and the album that we were going to create together would have only made me better, you know, as a lyricist. So, and it's just like, you know, that's God's plan. It's just like saying Biggie wouldn't be here if, you know, Rakim had been on the Faith remix, or like, but I personally don't believe anybody could stop me. I was destined to be here, and it just is what it is.
She was our age, and it's just scary because that could have been any one of us. And she was an angel, and I know that now she's with God.
Destiny's Child.
We're all gonna miss you, baby girl. Hey, hey, hey. This song is dedicated to a very special friend that we lost. Aaliyah, we love you. It's over and done, but the heartache lives on inside.
Aaliyah's choreographer, the one who was in the Bahamas, who even had to identify her and the others on the plane, the one who was her confidant, the one who basically helped her mold her dance career for Beyonce's blockbuster Renaissance World Tour.
And 4, Fatima knows me. And when you get to know somebody and you feel comfortable with them and they know your style, I don't ever have to worry that she's going to do something I don't like.
Also, choreograph. I mean, I could go down all the things that you've done, but another thing that I think our audience would be really excited to know is that you choreographed the Renaissance tour for Beyonce.
Well, there was several choreographers in that.
Okay.
Yeah, I was what we gave the title director of choreography.
Got it.
There were several choreographers because there was different eras of her life that we were going down, and we were able to figure it out and get a lot accomplished. But it was like I describe it as pushing a gigantic boulder up a hill.
Oof.
And so I couldn't do that all by myself. I needed a whole team of people to make that happen, and it was a wonderful experience. Lots of hard work, but I've known B since she was, I think, around 17, and worked with her with Destiny's Child, and so.
Hey baby, how you? Why your face looking all sad and blue?
Well, Get on the Bus is basically about a guy who, you and him, y'all are not working anymore, and you're saying, I don't care if I have to move, if you have to move, one of us have to move because this isn't working. You need to catch a cab, get on the bus, do whatever. You just need to get out of my face. Okay.
Come on, y'all! Are you ready? We want to sing the worst shit song, sing! Oh, I've been watching you like the heart inside have got you on my brain. Oh, I promise you, if we keep open heads, I know And one of these days, we gonna get up, keep hoping this, I know.
Red flag. Kelly, you had some nerve talking about our dear friend, and look at y'all, couldn't even do her damn dance moves. Fatima, I'm sorry sis, love you, but you need to wrap what you were about to say up, because I need to see if you are going to say something positive about Beyonce that overshadows Aaliyah. Not saying that you can't say anything positive about Beyonce, but I want to make sure that it's not the same things that you were saying to Aaliyah, because I'm gonna feel some type of way about it. I'm already feeling some type of way about it. August 25th, which is a few days from now, will make it 25 years that baby girl passed away. So we gotta do her justice. Big ups to Aaliyah. We're gonna do it up for you, baby girl. You're up in heaven looking down on us. Please do not let these people keep using your name in vain, keep stealing your dance moves, keep taking your style. We're gonna make sure that we wrap this up in 2026.
I've seen her work ethic. I worked with her in Dreamgirls, the movie, and her work ethic matches my work ethic. You know, we're both Virgos, and so we get each other, and we have that ability to, you know, go in and get it done. So
Michael Jackson was a Virgo as well, right?
Yeah, our birthdays are the same day.
So you love working with Virgos. Would you say that Virgos are the best to work with because of how organized and hardworking they are?
100%. I don't know if I'm necessarily as organized. I think I'm more organized in my head than I am like on paper and stuff. But my team keeps me super organized. But we're just hard workers, and we are not afraid of that. We have grit. We just know how to get shit done. And we're perfectionists, which may not work in your personal life, but it sure does work in your work life.
Yeah.
Work life is like, you know, we see all the details, and that's important in performances like for tours like Renaissance. It's very important. She's just such a beast of a dancer and all that. And yes, she was dealing with some injury, but also, you know, Amir, we're having a lot of conversation around when is enough enough? You know, you have nothing to prove, B. Like you are our Michael Jackson of our time. And, you know, at a certain point, we're like athletes. And at a certain point, you have to just say, okay, I'm going to do it, but I'm going to also take care of myself and be mindful of what my body is telling me right now. Because look at how Prince was when he passed away. And he passed away, he got those hip replacements, you know, because of all those splits and stuff. And look where Michael is. It's like, babe, like, come on, we want you around performing,
so true.
You know, for years to come. So let's not put that kind of pressure. You build all this fanfare around. Let's ease into it, and let's like stand there and be powerful and step into just a different kind of power. And guess what? They're gonna come with you.
My favorite person to work with artistically, in case anybody cared, is Beyonce, and I'll explain to you why. The reason I say Beyonce, obviously because of who she is, but more so, she just works harder than me. Like, you know, like at the time, I didn't understand that. Like, I never met an artist that would run circles around me in terms of her work ethic. You know, I'm used to dealing with guys who I have to force to do stuff. And she was the opposite. She was a young, just, you know, driven is not even the word. So she's my favorite because of she inspires me that way.
Red flag. It doesn't take much to work harder than your demonic, trifling, scamming ass. You got a lot of nerve sitting your bloated ass on this damn platform. praising Beyoncé for something that Aaliyah also did as well. We need to stop the cap in 2026. Does Beyoncé work hard? Yes. Is she the hardest working artist? No. Dare you. Especially after what you did. I'm tired of his ass. Did Aaliyah reject you too? I'm starting to think that because it don't make no damn sense. And Fatima sis, I am very disappointed in you. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? Learn from this. Matter of fact, I think that she realized that that wasn't a good take because I went back to that Questlove interview and that particular clip is nowhere to be found, lost in the archives. I had to search for the clip on TikTok. That was the only place that I could find it. And Lipstick Alley, they had the clip too, but it disappeared. I guess the person put it on private. I don't know, but either way, it looks like you had to change your whore. And you probably asked Questlove to remove it. Yeah, you realized that you was saying some nonsense. Timberland is another one. Let's hear what he had to say some odd years later. All these people are fake as hell.
Sing, she was in movies. How big would she have been had she not tragically lost her life? Was she headed to, because we see Beyonce sing, she was in movies. Was she going to be Beyonce before Beyonce?
I think it would have probably been, just how I think it would have been. 4 girls. 4 or 5. Missy, Beyonce. I said, like 5 like top-notch girls. Missy, Beyonce, Aaliyah, Rihanna. It's another girl too. Nicki. I think she would have been in those top 5. I don't know if she would have beat or been. We don't know that, right. But she would have been top 5, top 3 maybe.
Oh, we know she rejected your ass. That's why you sitting up here talking that yik yak today. And don't you find it funny that his wife looks eerily similar to Aaliyah? Red flag again.
First man, Aaliyah. It's time for the world to hear this. I want to give up a little secret. I was in love with her. I said, but I'm not. She's just a baby. I'm old. I said to myself, I'm just going to be her brother. Oh man, I was fighting a big war, but I loved Aaliyah.
Tim felt a different kind of magic when he spotted a young marketing exec at an industry event in Jamaica.
When I first saw her, I said, that's a girl I'm gonna marry because she reminded me of Aaliyah.
Aaliyah really didn't stand a chance around all of these damn predators and weirdos in the entertainment industry. The only one who stayed solid was Miss. We'll never hear sis talking no nonsense like this because she understands that that was her friend. And also honorable mention as Aaliyah's most faithful friends, Da Brat, Little Kim, and Mary J. Blige. They understood the assignment. Missy is one of the only artists that continuously keeps Aaliyah's memory alive. Look at what she posted 8 days ago on X. 30 years ago, Aaliyah ushered in a new sound that was futuristic and distinctive. She had her own sound, her smooth vocals and choreography complemented every beat. 1 in a Million wasn't just an album. It was art and masterpiece, a body of work that till this day feels fresh and new and studied by many great artists today. Aaliyah's legacy is forever. Thank you, Missy. I love you, sis. Hold up, what's your sign? The only Cancer that passed the test. My goodness, we got another Cancer here. You know what? Y'all are really doing it up this case study. My Cancerian sisters, you finally got your redemption arc because here we got Missy once again whacking them wackos in the industry. These fake ass frauds. Red flag. Yeah, I said it multiple times. That's why I've been quiet this whole case study because I knew I had so many red flags. Y'all about to get sick of me. Missy, you're welcome to stay with us. You could have a seat at the table. Fatima, we gonna need to reassess your invitation because I don't know what happened with you. We about to wrap Timberland and Hype right up out of here. Get the hell out of here. Get out. Get out. Don't you ever come back here no more.
What is your perspective in terms of her legacy and the impact that she had? And, not so much where she would have been had that not happened.
That's what's crazy.
Because it's difficult because she was so young, but just in terms of her impact in general and what you see in terms of the new artists kind of taken from her, because I kind of feel there's a lot of those new artists that have come in that you could tell there's an influence from all.
Yeah, I feel like Beyonce, Ciara, Maya, that's what she would be like. Aaliyah like was gifted in so many areas of entertainment, and I think she'd have been, you know, that level. You know what I mean? Beyonce and all that,
and her influence.
Yeah,
like, influence is great. Like I still remember her Tommy Hilfiger. You know what I'm saying? Like overalls and like with the boxes. Like she was super influential. Like. One of my good friends growing up, like that's still her Facebook picture today. It's her and Aaliyah.
Yeah,
like that was her. That was her girl.
What's funny is, for Halloween parties, that's the outfit that people wear representing Aaliyah with the Tommy Hilfiger, Hilfiger, and all that.
I like my hands. I take ballet at school. All kinds of dance is beautiful. I think I walk like my mom. Everyone says we look exactly alike. I got Tommy jeans. What else?
Well, I've always bought Hilfiger ever since he first came out because I always felt that it was me. My image is the baggy pants, little tube tops, and I've always loved Tommy, so it's great for me to model his clothes.
With a long list of upcoming premieres to dress for, we spent the day shopping in Manhattan with 18-year-old Aaliyah. First stop, Saks. Aaliyah is a veteran of the music scene. At 14, her premier solo project, Age Ain't Nothing But a Number, achieved platinum status with hits back and forth. And At Your Best You Are Love, which catapulted her to the top of the Miss R&B Diva list, thus paving the way for her recently released.
And image goes hand in hand with the music. And that's how people identify you. You know, they separate.
Industry where image is everything, Aaliyah mixes her sex appeal with a playful tomboy twist, creating a look that's all her own.
I watch a lot of the fashion shows, a lot of the runway models, and see what's the next thing happening and then intertwine that with what I'm doing. Image goes hand in hand with the music. And that's how people identify you. You know, they separate you knowing your music and knowing your style and your image. So that's why it takes me a while to put things together, especially if I'm doing a dressy thing rather than a sporty thing. Because what you see here is really me, the baggy jeans and skull caps and everything. So when I'm doing a dressy thing, I've got to still remain in my image. So it takes me a while to put something really good together that still looks like Aaliyah.
I was doing a fashion show at Macy's in Herald Square in New York City. My brother Andy came to me and said, Tommy, the DJ didn't show up. We don't have music for the show. And I said, no, what are we going to do? And he said, well, there are 3 girls shopping and they're wearing our clothes. They say they've got a group and they sing. I said, okay, why don't you bring them on stage in trade of clothes? Maybe they would do something for us. It was Destiny's Child.
That's ridiculous.
So they did a whole set during the fashion show. And afterwards, I said, Andy, who is the girl in the middle? Her voice is incredible. Her name is Beyoncé, he said.
Yes, I just said, please. Beyoncé.
How are you? Hi, how are you? Well, right now we're on the red carpet. We have a new fragrance actually coming out, True Star. And I know I'm really excited. I'm sure Tommy is.
I'm excited.
How did you team up? Well, he's one of the best, and I thought if I were to do a fragrance, I wanted to work with the best people, and he just everything that I wanted out of a fragrance, he wanted the exact same thing, and it just worked out perfectly.
How did you choose perfume as your next opportunity, like your next endeavor?
I think perfume is something that every woman loves and would love to have their own. You know, I always wanted something really sexy and soft and clean, and that's exactly what we have, True Star, and it's exciting because I feel like everyone has True Star and quality inside of themselves.
And music's a big part of all your campaigns.
We're very connected to music.
Why Beyoncé right now?
I met her when she was 16, when she was performing with her group Destiny's Child, and I knew she was a true star the minute I met her. So we've kept in contact, and when I came out with this fragrance, I knew I needed one true star, and it would be Beyoncé.
But yeah, I think she would have been huge, man. Unfortunately, we weren't talking when she passed. She wasn't talking to Timbaland, or I think her and Missy fell out as well. Oh, but we still had love. Everyone was still loving and all that. But it's just a business, and when you're young, people can separate you, you know, and you don't know how or why. You just are. And what touched my heart one time is Missy called me and she said she had a dream, and she said she woke up crying, and I was like, so what happened? She was like, it was about baby girl, because we call Aaliyah baby girl, and she said she told me to tell you that she's not mad at you and she gives you. And dude, we bawled crying, because I always had that empty space in my heart.
Jen, you fine. I forgot about you, brother. You are also invited to have a seat at the table. You can tell right off the bat they actually really loved Aaliyah. Even though, you know, friends have fallen out, it is what it is. It does happen. The fact that Missy told him about the dream and they were the only two that shared that amongst each other lets me know that they were really genuine people to her. Although it is unfortunate that they weren't able to hash out their differences, I will say that at least they have some semblance of peace, that Aaliyah is okay. And she would have wanted them to know that she loves them and to move on.
I dress in my baggy clothes every day, and I am a laid-back person, which is what I portray on the camera. I'm laid back, I'm mellow, kind of jazzy. I like the jazzy music, so there's really not much of a difference, which is probably why it's so easy, because it really is how I am. It's been said that a lot of these groups coming out, and a lot of artists have similar sounds, and they dress similar, and I did want something to kind of set myself apart from everybody else, and I would say that the kind of the jazzy type of flair that's in my songs kind of set me apart in a way, because everyone is, they say that everyone's kind of similar nowadays.
Right.
So it's really not much you really can do to change, you know, but I guess it just has to deal with you, your person, your character, really.
I guess all you can really be is yourself.
Yeah, if you be yourself, that's the best way to go, really. But it's tiring, but hey, nothing's going to be easy. I really want this, so I'm working at it.
Sarah, you want her up there?
Yeah, we're just centering up the bench.
Second verse is more about a guy coming to me kicking game, trying to be my guy, and I'm like, your game is a little weak, but I might give you a chance even though you're kicking loose rap. And then the third verse, it speaks about my crew, Tim and everybody, all of us, and the music we make and our creativity, and people being a little bit jealous of that and really not, trying not to feel it, but it's okay, because you know what? Everything you say is loose rap. So it tells three different stories, and I think it's just hot.
Yes, y'all. Our Capricorn sis came out with a diss track. Our sis Aaliyah, she knew what was up. That's one thing I'll say about you Cap and Capricorns. Y'all have very good intuition. She knew something was murky in the water. She had a feeling that there were monitoring spirits around her, trying to push her right up out of her spot.
There's one other thing. Brandy said some things that were said. Now, did you hear what she actually...
I caught wind of some of it, but I don't pay much attention to that. I think there's room out here for all of us. So, good luck, Brandy.
This lady's a professional.
Whoo, child. Brandy is always in some damn mess. Red flag. Why are you always making us Aquarians look very messy and volatile, Brandy? Can you answer the question, please? I'm tired of defending you here. Did you have beef with every single R&B girly? I'm starting to think that you were the problem, B-Rock.
I want to give a shout out to my girl, Aaliyah. I love you, girl. Really, I do. I'm a big fan.
Alright, it's safe to say that the girlies made up. I believe that they did because Ray J and Aaliyah were featured on a video. Ray J is very annoying.
I got this Ray J CD coming up. I'm working on, hopefully to be out 98, 99 on the new label. I'm just working on the Knockout project.
On the new label, Atlantic.
Yeah, in Atlantic. One Love. Got love. What you got going on?
Now, I'm going to assume that the third verse of Loose Rap was about Beyoncé. Okay, I have a theory. Why? Because this was recorded in 2001. Jay-Z and Dame were in the thick of their beef, and there were no other girlies that she could have beef with at the time except for Brandy and Beyonce. So one B is eliminated, so who's the only B left? It definitely wasn't Monica, because Monica was cool with everybody. I'm thinking that there was something brewing between Dame and Aaliyah versus Jay-Z and Beyonce. Jay-Z was starting to talk to Beyonce around that time after Aaliyah rejected his ass. And this makes perfect sense as to who she was talking about, because sis has never come out with a song like that until 2001.
I know you can't come better than that. So you can kill all your loose rap. baby girl.
Many times I hear you try to knock on the crew, but we got something for all the fools. It ain't just rhythm and blues. You just quit trying to compete, yeah. No telling what you could be. Might even be doper than me. I got it. On the track. Oh, take that.
And of course, there's more. So one last piece of evidence that ties all of this together. Well, don't worry, it ain't the last one actually, but I mean this segment at least. Free from 106 in Park was actually supposed to be on the same flight as Aaliyah, but she backed out last minute.
So I was asked by Aaliyah to go on the cruise too, right? Go on the video shoot, but the days got switched up with her schedule, and I had to host a Tampax Total U-Tour in LA with the great Queen Latifah and Sister Soldier, and because I had to be there and they switched the schedule, I couldn't make it to the thing. So when that came across the TV, knowing that, well, I was gonna let her leave me on the island, I would definitely been with her. It's something I really held. Her mom and I have discussed it, and it's just something I like. So yeah, Aaliyah, because Aaliyah, you know? Yeah. So I shared that. I feel a safe space. Thank you, y'all, for allowing me to speak that out loud. I've never spoken that out loud, so thank you.
Yo, Beyoncé, Free, MC Light, y'all ready? Let's put it down for the clubs.
In case you all do not know who Free is, she was one of the hosts of 106 in Park, and there have been rumors swirling around for many years that she has also had a baby by Jay-Z.
And we've heard this. Free's real name, and we've heard this before, Maria Wright.
Yeah, Maria Wright, yeah.
But if she's in a hospital delivering a baby, chances are Maria Wright is not on the clipboard because she probably used a fake name. I know when I was delivering my new scooter, do you want to know what my hospital name was? Oh, I zhuzhed it up. I had 9 months on bed rest to zhuzh it up. Are you ready for this one?
Uh-oh.
Fabiola Carrington.
Oh!
And a person like Fabiola delivers in full makeup and hair, like I did, and then does not receive any guests other than husband and mother and father. That was my mother and father came in until after my animal print pajamas are put on, silky. I ordered them, I think, like from the Romans catalog or something like that. But you know, I needed something to greet my guests. Fabiola Carrington.
Right now.
Thank you. But I just got this note from Nicole, who's my right arm back there in the office. Free gave birth Monday. 50 and Jay-Z was there. She gave birth in Brooklyn at Methodist Hospital. Who do we shout out to? Oh, hell. Beyonce. Oh. What you gonna do now?
Let's get some flowers together to send over to Methodist Hospital. Congratulations to Free. Right. Let's get some keep your head up flowers together to send over to Beyonce. And some damn you flowers to send over to Jay-Z.
Where's the kid? You know, I be reading it all the way thinking y'all got a real question. Cut it out. I'll say it one time. Free has no biological children. You cotton picking fools! Cotton picking nuts.
Red flag. Free says just go. Just go. You took 19 years to say something, sis. You waited all them years to tell us nothing. Absolutely nothing. Not even a denial. Nothing at all. How much did Jay-Z pay you? Are you also on the Foxy stimulus package? Now, it hurts the heart to say that our sis Free is an Aquarius. How did we get here? How did we get here? We're the talkers and the squawkers. The sad part, though, is that we are loyal to a fault. All of these women Jay-Z entangles himself with. One thing I'll say that he has a good game about is choosing who will be loyal to him, because nobody has said a damn thing. At this point, we need to all go to the prosecutor's office and have a class action DNA test for Jay-Z, because I'm tired. I'm tired of hearing about all these damn babies. It's about time you take care of your kids. And also, Free, sis, we still don't believe your ass. Next!
I just never understood it. So I think it was just more me feeling awkward about the fact that
I had to be around them on some level, but I wasn't around them. Like I never was around them. Like even when they, that not guilty, I wasn't like, I came for the video, I was out.
Right. Did Jay know about what he did to Aaliyah?
Did he know that everybody knew R. Kelly married Aaliyah at 15? Everybody knew that. So was the conversation had like, yo, how you gonna go and do something with this dude? Hell yeah, that conversation was had. If you think I'm soft? Pause, like I'm punk? That didn't happen. I was like, yo, how you gonna do a project with a nigga that raped my motherfucking girl? We had the conversation. Why would you still with a nigga that with someone that raped your girl? Would you still do anything with that person? So why would anyone expect me to? Like that's what I don't understand. I'd be like, yo, people be like, why? Well, just that alone. There's a lot of other shit. But that alone was like the nail in the coffin for me. I was out of there. What I would love is for someone to ask him, like, yo, why would you still do a project with that man knowing that he raped fucking Aaliyah? That should be the question, period. It shouldn't be for me. It should be the question posed to him. I don't give a fuck about nothing else. But that right there was bridge burnt. But I just was like respecting her, respecting the business. But I was I moved out of rock. Like if y'all look at, like I left Rockefeller. It wasn't that I got kicked out of Rockefeller. I left Rockefeller.
So this is after Jay tried to talk to Aaliyah, but she chose you over him.
You know the timeline, bro. We did the project when she died, which was even more disrespectful. And I'm not getting over that. But it's not fighting. It's just, yo, go over there, I go over here. That's what it is. But it doesn't mean hate on me and my money up, but apparently it did. I could say what the I want about Aaliyah. That was my girl. Bro, my heart was broken.
Yeah.
My heart's still broken. I was never prepared to be, I fell in love with her by accident.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a feeling I never knew could exist, and it got taken from me.
Earlier you said something. I didn't know Aaliyah, but she was the most beautiful. I only met her twice.
Yes.
She was the most beautiful girl, nice.
Why you think she was in love with me and I was in love with her?
The reason I
must be an angel.
How did you two even connect? Because you're very different.
Jay was trying to get at her. I was trying to get at her. A lot of people was trying to get at her. That night at Puff's party, I think because everyone was so corny. And what it was because you see those pictures like Jay's over, and that's why I was like, I didn't even want the people to know. And I guess Jay was like, I'll take that, like make it look like he was whatever. All right, glad, but I'm going home with her. And
oh, wow.
We did what happened. And I remember going down the steps and telling Jay, and it wasn't the usual reaction. Like, oh, okay. It was like, this is going to be bad for me.
But you guys locked in after that.
Nah, he went and did a project with R. Kelly. We locked out.
No, you and her locked
after
in.
That,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying.
No, after that, it was
like you guys were almost inseparable.
Inseparable.
Yeah.
Red flag. Brother Dan, I know you think that you are so different from Jay-Z. And yes, that may be very well so. You're just a little slightly better version, but you're still cut from the same cloth. Notice how when Jason said, oh, after that y'all was locked in, first response he said was, oh, well, he went and did a project with R. Kelly. This is what happens when you have two male egos fighting each other. It no longer becomes about the actual issue. It's a competition to see who's going to win in the end. Dame Dash and Jay-Z are one and the same, and y'all are gonna see in the next part R. Kelly and Jay-Z are one and the same. All types of red flags. Unfortunately for you, I'm not buying your story, Dame. Yes, you weren't involved in the Fiesta record or project, but your creased up ass dome was definitely in that music video. You participated. Do not act as if you did not have any type of autonomy, as if he was held against his will at that damn video shoot. I did not see you standing in the corner. You were all up in there. And this lets me know that you never really had her best interest at heart. Do not ever put yourself in a situation where you have two homeboys trying to get at you. Matter of fact, just leave, remove yourself from the situation and let them have each other, because that's exactly how it's going to end up. And another thing, you were also a baby daddy, and not saying that there's anything wrong with dating people with kids, but she was 22 years old and at the prime of her career. There's no reason why she should have dated you with all of them eligible bachelors out there. Aaliyah and Beyoncé had a lot in common. And their parents truly failed them. I can say that without a shadow of a doubt, because you have one at 15 years old who was groomed and maybe even forced to marry a damn Peter without her parents even knowing, or maybe they did know, who knows?
And I do really believe that age nothing but a number. A lot of people tell me that I'm really mature for my age, so I really believe in that. So my parents always tell me you don't act however old you are. So I really do believe in it. In some instances, age is a number, but all around, I really don't think it really matters.
Chet Baker singing it.
You should have my version.
Yeah.
My version's the best, but I lost.
What did it sound like?
My funny Valentine.
Did you win?
No, I lost.
How did you lose?
The other girl, she beat me. I don't know. I thought I should have won. I thought I was hot. I had on a hot little dress.
How old were you?
I was living.
How old were you?
I was 10, and I got 3 3/4 stars.
You were hot at 10 singing My Funny Valentine?
You don't understand. I was hot.
I don't think you're supposed to be hot at 10, are you? Now let's look at this. You're a sex symbol, I guess now is what they're telling me, right?
That's cool.
Do you like being a sex symbol?
That's cool. I think it's great.
Are you comfortable?
Yeah, I totally embrace it. Like I said, I was hot at 10.
Right.
Right? I had a little sex appeal working back then.
And what did your mom used to do?
My mother, when I was younger, we were getting me ready to, come out in the business. I was looking for agents, so she was taking pictures of me, and she said, "Yo, she's got this kind of sex appeal working. Comes through on the pictures and the camera."
So mom was taking pictures, so you're comfortable. Because my mom, I made her stop taking pictures of me.
Why?
Because I don't want to be sexy all the time.
And then you have the other one, in which a video resurfaced of her sitting on the lap of a record executive. Where were you, Matthew? Nowhere to be found. Red flag.
All right, here we go. Come on over here. Here, you can do. You want to sit up? You want to make this easier? You can sit on my lap. Michael. Michael. Hi. Okay, we're in. Okay. All right, we're in the studio, and I have Beyonce sitting on my lap, and I'm gonna put you on speakerphone.
Oh God. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone to talk to her, and give. Okay. You're shaking. Okay, you ready? Okay, hold on.
Oh no. I'm gonna pass out.
Michael?
Yes, Mark.
Here we go. I have Beyonce here.
Hi.
Hi, Beyonce.
How you doing?
Oh, good. I really appreciate you doing this because we're giving back.
I'm very honored. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
But thank you. Brad Buxer is putting down the track now.
Right here, Michael.
Brad,
Yes.
you're putting down the track now.
Yep. Yeah, Beyonce's gonna go in the studio and lay it down now, and you're gonna give her inspiration.
Michael, when she was listening to the track, she fell in love with it immediately.
Yes, I did. I love it.
You did?
Yeah,
Yes.
immediately, Michael.
It's wonderful.
She lit up, immediately from the very first line of the first verse.
But please don't, Beyonce. My voice.
Your voice sounds great.
You sound...
He was getting over the flu when we recorded this.
You know, the flu, I had the flu.
This is only his demo track for everyone.
That's how his voice sounds when it's when he has the flu.
Well, it sounds wonderful. And the first line, I screamed. Literally, I screamed.
And Michael, she's, these guys can sing. I mean, she's gonna nail this. This is great. So we're happening. The vibe couldn't be any better.
Let's get going then.
All right, let's get going.
Love you, Michael.
I love you too.
All right,
Bye.
talk to you later, Michael.
Love you.
Love you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Oh, that was tough.
He gets very emotional over this project. I mean,
I'm happy I talked to him. Oh, I want to do a little.
Every second.
Let's go back really quickly. You talked about they tried to they destroyed Aaliyah.
I just don't know what happened. I know that a grown man was fucking her and raping her when she was a child.
The reason I was asked,
I know this for a fact.
We had K. Michelle here where she said when R. Kelly when all that was happening, that there were mothers in the kitchen cooking.
It's a very up situation. It's so many layers of gray areas and smoke. I don't have direct answers. I just go by logic.
I really respect how you held her down when she passed away, because for those fans like me who had been able to meet her and then fall in love with her and then see like she was on this meteoric rise like right at that time.
She didn't deserve what happened.
Right.
That's why shit is fucked up, because y'all stay trying to do that.
Y'all should have called Damon Dash and said, you want the whole fucking thing to hear it? Keep the door open. I don't give a fuck. Y'all should have called Damon Dash, make sure I was privy to it, and make sure I was CC'd or whatever. You don't send an email randomly at 10:30 at night or whatever it is at night, the day we all had awake. That shit don't fly right. That shit is fucked up. And on another level, it's not for y'all to put. Y'all do not control any of my artists. That's why I'm asking questions. Everybody looking dumb in the face. So what was we doing? What was we talking about in terms of the day? Let me know.
Why don't we just call the meeting?
Why?
Because you know what it's like.
Why?
Damon, no one.
Why? Who cares? Why? We all here. Why now you want to call a meeting?
Because you know no one needs to sit there and be.
No one is, so then get the fuck out. I don't give a fuck. Then get out. This is not about you. We're gonna do something about Jay. We're gonna do it together. All right then, but why you didn't call me? You want to make excuses? You can talk all you want. This is treacherous. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm sick of this shit. I'm sick of this shit. And go get Leor. You always leave when you ain't got shit to fucking say. This nigga just got sued for this bullshit. The same kind of shit. Y'all better stop fucking with me. Y'all gonna get your man in some trouble. I'm telling you. So if y'all want to talk about Jay, if there was an agenda, let's go through it.
No, we're gonna reschedule, man.
What the fuck do you mean you're gonna reschedule?
We're gonna reschedule, man.
What you mean you're gonna reschedule? You get the fuck out.
Come on.
Look, y'all heard now that Rockefeller said no one to go. You're not a leader. You don't know shit about my culture. Get the fuck out. You don't know shit about Jay. Get the fuck out, Randy Acker. That's why all artists kick your fucking ass anyway.
Girl, you don't yet know what swaggers, but you was made in Paris. And mama woke up the next day and shot an album package. Last time the miscarriage was so tragic. We was afraid you disappeared, but nah, baby, you magic. Voila. So there you have it, shit happens. Just make sure the plane you on is bigger than you carry on baggage. Everybody go through stuff. Life is a gift, love. Open it up. You're a child of destiny. You're the child of my destiny. You're my child with the child from Destiny Child. That's a hell of a recipe.
Red flag. You know what's an even better and tastier recipe? Your ass going to jail. Stay tuned for part 19 of Drunken Crime.